Hello, B.
Hello, Lou.
How you doing?
I've had a terrible time. I haven't had
What?
me. I haven't had me shop. I haven't had it. They've not
You
let me
ain't had
go
to
to shop.
shop?
No,
No fags?
no fags. No,
No fags? No chocolate?
nope. I'm going to be busting people's heads shortly if I don't get some chocolate.
Well, I'm going to go to the other end of the cell then, okay?
All right.
I'm going the other end of the block. I ain't going to be anywhere near you when you start busting heads.
I'll be busting a few heads. If that vinegar tits has a go at me, I'll have a go at her. I'll do an
Well,
extra 20 years for that one. I will.
won't we all? Won't we all? Anyway, so, it's, eh, hello everyone. We're just having a bit of fun, but we're going to have a bit of serious time as well. So if anyone doesn't recognise the names, look them up and you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. So, as many of you will know, both both B, let's call you B, both
Hey,
B and I met while we were, keeping an eye on a certain little bitch, yeah?
yeah, one that
Yeah.
should be with us.
One that should be in Wentworth right now
With us now.
with us. Yeah. What would you do with her if you got hold of her, eh, B?
Do you know? I don't think I'd do anything. Because I think she thinks she's got everything. So if she hasn't got any attention, that'll hurt her more.
You just have to give her that look anyway.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
works, you know.
it does, I know.
And a
It
silent
does.
whisper in the ear, "Stay away from me, bitch." And people tend to stay away.
They do. They do. I know I
So
do.
we've been keeping an eye on this one
Yeah,
ever
we have.
since she got arrested in 2009.
Aye. 2009. And what did she do in 2009, B?
Well, she was arrested for DV in an
Ah,
airport.
nothing. Minor shit. I killed someone, remember?
Yeah, but see, this one was a little bit famous. Well, she thought she was.
Oh,
She was
oh,
her wife at the time, although they weren't really married because they married in Canada and it was recognised in America. But
oh, okay. Wouldn't
wife
be
at the
recognised in Australia then, would it?
don't think so.
No.
Don't think so. Um, her wife at the time was a famous painter, photographer,
Oh, really? Would I have seen her
fairly
works?
fairly famous.
Oh,
She'd worked on a few things,
got a bit of money then.
just a bit more than what she had.
Oh,
But anyway,
okay. Okay.
it was a a policeman saw her manhandling and grabbing her wife and arrested her.
Yeah. A policeman.
A policewoman.
Oh, policewoman. Oh. Us women
Um,
are the best after all.
they are, they are,
Mm,
and because
don't
it
like
was
the
a
screws though.
gay marriage, the this particular one that we're keeping an eye on
Yeah.
accused the cop of being homophobic.
And was she? Not that I care, do you know what I mean? Not that I care. But
I
was
know
she?
you do, but it's a little bit interesting, isn't it?
It is a
But
bit.
wait till you hear this bit.
What?
The cop was gay herself.
Right, so she was a homophobe. No, that's not
She
right.
was,
Homophobic homo.
yeah.
Are we allowed to call them that?
I don't think we are.
Oh,
I've been in here
what do we
that
call
long.
them?
I don't know how things have changed out there. So
What is it? Is it? Oh, it's lesbian, in it?
yeah,
Okay.
or I think you're allowed to say gay.
Oh, gay. Like
Or
happy.
no, not happy.
Well, they might be
Definitely no.
happy.
No, because there's gay people in prison, isn't there?
Yeah,
And there's that one
yeah,
down in cell 4. I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
she's too happy.
She keeps looking at my boobs.
I don't think she's too happy.
No, but nor
But
am
anyway,
I. No, I'm not gay.
some of them have got
Well,
letters. What is it? LBGTQ plus.
RSTUV. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But we'll
I
just
thought
stick to
it
the
said around. Okay.
LBGT plus.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
Right, we'll stick to that. So yeah, she's this particular police officer was LGBTQ plus,
Okay.
and this particular person had to spend the night in prison.
Oh, I bet she had fun there, especially if she was a
Sorry,
lesbian. You know.
sorry, it's not prison. It's in jail because it's in America, and they have different things. They have
So what's jail?
a jail is like the old Western TV programs where the sheriff
Yeah,
and you get arrested and you go to the cop station.
yeah. You put in a little cell. Yeah.
Their cells, they're the
Oh,
jail.
okay.
They're in jail,
Not the proper prison. Just a little cell.
just a little cell. So well,
Okay.
I'm saying there's probably about 6 of them in a prison in a police station, isn't there?
Yeah.
So she had to spend the night in jail, um, and the charges weren't pursued because neither of them were state residents. It is a shame because we wouldn't be where we
Hang
are
on.
now.
Hang on.
What?
Because neither of them lived there, they couldn't give it charged. That's a bit stupid, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Apparently.
That's madness.
Well, I see that's the Americans all
You know,
over. They've
I mean, I committed crimes all over the place. I got charged with them.
yeah, but if you'd have committed them in a different state that had different rules, then you wouldn't have. You'd have got away with it.
You mean there's a country that has different rules in different states? That's stupid.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
I
whatever.
could have got away with it. I could, be living with me daughter and me hobby and getting roses because he
You
used to
used to
bring
bring
me
them to you.
roses.
Yeah, you used to bring your roses. You used to bring your roses. That was on the outside. Things were different then.
I wish he could again though. So yeah, that was in 2009.
Yeah.
Later on in 2009, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna
What?
like this.
Oh,
Johnny Depp.
yeah.
You,
Oh.
you
Johnny
like
Depp.
him?
Oh, yes. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Don't we
Well,
all?
uh, it's not my type. I
Mm.
like a tall. I like silver-haired men. Silver
I want like
fox.
his bodyguard.
Oh yeah.
What was his
Oh, what's
name?
his
What was his
name
name?
now? Oh, Jerry.
Jerry Judge.
That's it.
Oh, we don't like judges though.
No,
Don't like
just call him
judges.
Jerry. Just call
Okay.
him Jerry. Jerry
Yeah.
and Johnny went everywhere
Yeah.
together.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Johnny Depp was making a film
Yeah.
called The Rum Diary.
Oh, I like rum.
I like rum too. Don't get
No.
any in here.
No.
No,
Miss the rum. Where's all the rum gone?
I miss the rum too.
It's all on the outside with the roses.
It is, yeah. I wish I could again.
Aye.
Anyway, he met this one
Mm.
filming that film because apparently he thought she was gorgeous, thought she was stunning, thought she was such a lady, and she spoke so softly and so southernly, and she was really beautiful the way she spoke and the way she
Oh,
held herself.
so she was a Southern belle to his Southern gentleman.
Yeah, well, yeah. She was
Oh,
really good looking and she was really soft spoken and so naive and
okay.
he fell for her, you know.
Mm. But when he
But
met, he had Not a wife, was it? But he had like a living partner and kids, didn't he? Vanessa,
Yeah,
weren't it?
French singer.
Beautiful woman, and a model,
Yeah,
beautiful woman.
Vanessa. If
Yeah,
memory serves me well.
Paradise,
No, not paradise. It's French. It's paradis.
paradis.
Yeah, because it's French. You
Whatever.
don't sound the S on the end. It's
It's
paradis.
whatever. Okay, paradis.
Love kids. Yeah, like
Yeah, they're
living.
kids.
He was with her for 14 years.
14 years. Been
Yeah,
here longer than that,
yeah. I've been here longer
mind
than that.
you.
I'm going to be here a lot longer than that as well.
Mm,
So, just give you the timeline again. He met her
yeah.
in 2009.
Right. Okay.
So, apparently nothing was happening. But, there's been a couple of interviews where he said that she was stunning and she was beautiful and she was just right for the role and
Yeah, but it
things
don't
like that.
mean anything was going on, does it?
No, it doesn't. No, you're quite right,
No.
it doesn't. But anyway, in 2012, so 3 years later,
Right. That's quite a long time.
it is,
Mm.
Johnny said goodbye to Vanessa.
Oh, poor Vanessa. But
And this
he
one,
was free. I could have had him. I could have had him.
no, you couldn't because you're in here. What's he want to do
Oh,
with you?
yeah.
I mean,
Write
he
me
might
love
visit you.
letters.
He
Can
might
write me
come and
love
visit.
letters. Yeah.
Yeah,
He likes visiting people in
he does.
institutions, don't
He
he?
does. He does.
He
He's a
does.
very, very nice person for that. He visits
I
all kinds of people.
I don't think he comes to prisons, but I've heard he goes to hospital and speaks to little
Well,
kids.
yeah. He
Yeah.
does an awful lot for charity.
Right. He's not a
I do
bad
a lot
bad
for
apple,
charity.
do you?
I do.
What do you do?
I keep people alive because I smoke,
Ah, you do.
but
Yeah.
I've not had any smokes. So
No, so you're a bit. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna stay with the other side of the
yeah,
cell.
you stay on the other side of the cell,
Yeah.
girl, out of arm's reach. Anyway, back to this one.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, in 2012, this one that we're watching splits
Yeah.
with her wife, partner, girlfriend.
Right. Yeah, but she's lesbian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So what's the
these
issue?
these two lesbians split.
Yeah.
Depp, heterosexual, leaves his partner,
Yeah.
Vanessa. Both of them leave their partners in 2012.
All right.
Yeah.
Where's this leading?
This is leading to 2014.
Yeah.
Depp announces engagement to this one.
What? But she's
Yeah.
lesbian.
But he announces an engagement. The two of them announce their engagement.
So
So,
she likes
so Depp
both.
is a lesbian.
Oh, Depp's a lesbian. No, he's not.
He must be. He likes women.
Yes, but he's a man. Does that make him a lesbian?
Yeah, it does, because he's engaged to a lesbian.
What? No,
Yeah,
he's got
yeah.
a willy.
Okay
I
then.
think. I hope he
Yeah.
has. I
If
imagine he
if
has.
if
Oh, I
this one,
imagine he has.
oh, we don't start imagining things because you'll be up all night and the flipping upstairs will be raking again.
Oh,
Stop it.
let me have my moment. Let me have my moment.
No. Have you finished?
Sport.
Right.
Sport.
Well, if this one is a lesbian
Mm,
and she splits from her lesbian wife
yeah,
partner
yeah.
and then engages someone else, then the person that she gets engaged to must be a lesbian.
No, she must have been pretending to be a lesbian.
Well, why would you do that?
Well, sometimes you've got to get what you can take. We've been in here a long time. Do you know what I mean?
Yep, any port in a storm, love.
Exactly.
But I am married with kids.
Yeah, yeah, I know, I know. No one
And
touches you.
no one touches me.
Mhm. I don't mind a fondle now and again. Gotta get me kicks where I can get them. Anyway, where was we?
I saw you with that Ferguson one the other day.
Shh,
Anyway,
shh.
it'll come back and bite you. Anyway,
Right, I wouldn't
that was
mind. Anyway.
said the wrong word there, didn't I? Right, so that was 2014.
Mhm.
Um, a very memorable date this,
Right, why?
because it's February the 3rd, and it's 2015, and Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, that one that we've been watching. I've just
Yeah.
remembered the name, because
I didn't think her name was Amber. I thought it was Amanda.
oh yeah. Well, I'm. You know what my memory's like. I've been here over 30 years. Come on.
Yeah, I'm sure someone said it was Amanda.
Right. So okay,
Okay.
Johnny Depp and Amanda Heard got
Yeah.
married.
Right. Okay.
So it must have been
Big do, was it?
a massive do.
Yeah,
I would have liked
massive.
to have watched that. I would have liked to have
Oh
watched.
yeah. I bet she looked like a princess.
I bet that's the sort of thing that you'd remember for the rest of your life, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, if it was me marrying Johnny Depp, I'd definitely remember that for the rest of my life. Oh yeah.
Do
Mhm.
you reckon Jerry wore a tuxedo? Oh, oh.
Pack it in. You're
You
a
had
married
your
woman, remember?
moment before.
You
I'm
had
allowed.
you're a married woman.
Okay. Anyway, just a month later,
Mm.
just a month,
Yeah.
because I'm 28 days in February.
Yeah.
A month and 5 days. A
So
month.
33 days? 33 days.
Oh, well, no, hang on a minute. 33, 34. Well, it was March the 8th anyway.
March the 8th, okay.
This Amanda,
Yeah.
who's now married, literally just married, still in, should be in the throes of
Yeah, yeah.
Hollywood romance
Bonking
and
all the time. Bonking all the time,
should,
yeah.
yeah, should be.
Mhm.
He's out filming that Pirates.
Oh, where's
Really,
all the rum gone? Oh, we're back to
yeah,
the rum again.
back to
Oh,
the rum
yeah.
again. She visits him in Australia,
Mm.
and they argue about a post-nuptial agreement.
What's one of them then?
Well, normally it's a prenup. So if
Okay.
we get married, you can
Are
keep
you
your money.
asking?
No, just giving an
Okay.
example. Told you, I'm not that way inclined, woman. Carry on, carry on. You've
Carry
got
on.
to see sometimes.
Mhm.
So, if, for example, we were to get married, but we're not because we're
Yeah.
not gay. But
No, no,
anyway,
no, 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 no.
I would say to you, will you sign this prenup, which is I keep my money and you keep your money if anything goes astray, like
Okay.
we don't want to be
That's
married
fair.
anymore.
Especially if
Yeah.
you're rich. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, if you're really rich, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
But
want.
if you're,
I mean, if I had like millions and millions of pounds, dollars, if I had millions of dollars, because they are American, and I'm thinking they're British, because he sometimes comes across as British in some of his roles. But if if I had millions of dollars, I wouldn't want some skank taking my money.
well, if I was that skank, I
Mm,
wouldn't have that money. So I
no,
wouldn't want to sign that prenup.
right.
So I would
You want my money?
push to get married quickly.
Aye.
My personal opinion is she was trying to get pregnant. My personal opinion is she
Yeah,
was
I
pregnant,
reckon so too. Oh, maybe.
and
She could
that's
have
why
been.
he got married without a prenup.
Because he never married that Vanessa Paradise, did he?
Parody! I told you, it's parody.
Parody. But he never
Yeah,
married her, did he?
no, had two lovely kids, never married.
I know. You'd think if he was going to marry anyone, it'd be like the mother of his kids, wouldn't you? So, see where you're coming from now.
Exactly. And let's
Mm,
let's let's be honest, he is a little bit older,
he is.
and he
Not
was
going to have many
very
more kids, is
settled
he?
when he was very settled when he had young kids,
He was.
and he
Yeah.
was he's gone back into that drinking and drugging and bits.
Why has he done that, though? Why?
I
Why
don't
would you
know.
do that?
Well, he's
Why would you do
filming
that?
all there. He's filming all there, and you want to
I
relax,
mean, I
don't
know,
you? So you'd
yeah,
have
but
some.
I know he's had problems when it's from when he was young. He's always been a bit of a, you know, you know, yeah. But he'd gone years. He'd gone years of being sober.
Yeah.
Why would he
Well,
suddenly start taking again?
you see, I part of me thinks that she was pregnant,
Yeah,
so he thought, right, I'll have to stop taking all this stuff, stop
yeah.
drinking, because there's a little baby coming on the way.
You're on about
So
Vanessa.
no, 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 no.
Oh, you're on
This
about
Amanda one.
right. Yeah, but this isn't the first. Because they're married now, but stuff happened before they got married, didn't it?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Because I remember rightly, they got married, and like you said, maybe she was pregnant. We're speculating here. We don't know for definite, and that's why they got married. But from what I remember rightly, according to her, he like was hitting her all the time before they even got married.
yeah.
Am I right? Yeah. Why would you marry someone that's hitting you all the time?
Why would you push to get married?
Aye. Why would you? So didn't she say something about because he's got that tattoo from when he was with Winona, isn't he?
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
a
yeah.
she's a, she's a she's a, a pretty woman. I like Winona. I liked Winona. She's a bit different. She was a bit different.
Did they go out with her, or were they just friends?
No,
They
they
were,
were dating. They were dating for quite a long
yeah.
time. And
Because he dated
Winona
that
said
Ross
after,
one as well.
didn't Winona have a bit of a breakdown afterwards and start stealing stuff from shops? She became a kleptomaniac.
Yeah,
Can you
but
remember?
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
we don't know
But
whether that was the reason,
no, I don't know if that was the reason.
but she
But
did.
I
Yeah,
do remember her saying that he was the best thing that ever happened to her, or something
and
along them
he
lines.
kept her on a straight and narrow as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, he had that tattoo of Winona, didn't he? And when they split up, he changed it to Wino. And I remember that Amanda Bird, she said something that she'd joked about the tattoo, and then he completely lost it and started punching her in the face or something, and her eyeball popped out. What?
yeah,
Did she
yeah.
pick it up off the floor and put it back in? I don't understand.
Well,
Right?
I've heard all these Hollywood women are all plastic, so yeah, it might have done.
Oh, probably. It could have been a false eye, couldn't it?
Yeah,
But he used to joke about that tattoo all the time on TV. I'm sure he did. I'm
did
sure I've
yeah.
seen him in interviews taking the piss out of the tattoo on his arm. He found it
It was.
hilarious. So why would someone else laughing at him make him get angry? I don't
It,
understand that.
no, I don't understand that either. If you're going
No,
to get
no,
angry, it's
no.
going to be over something, you know, that you haven't
Yeah,
already made the joke about.
yeah. I mean, I take the piss out myself all the time.
I take the piss
I
out of
didn't.
you all the time
Mm,
as well, but hey
you
ho,
do, you do, you do. And
nobody takes the piss out of me.
no, I wouldn't dare, wouldn't dare,
No.
wouldn't dare. You're too, Oh, I'm not that stupid. I may be stupid, I ain't that stupid.
Hardened
So,
criminal.
so according to her, that was the first time he'd hit her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we got any proof of that though?
Don't think so. It's just what she said.
So there's no photo of her eye hanging out. No.
No, and there's no medical records because if your eye fell out, I don't care. Even in America, if it costs £1,000 dollars for a hospital ambulance ride,
Yeah.
and if you've got money, you're going to pay for it, aren't you, to get you to hospital
Yeah.
to put your eye back in? So there's
Absolutely.
going to be medical records.
Especially when you've got money. Do you know what I mean? She's got money.
Yeah.
Even though she ain't got as much money as him, she's got money.
But even so, you'd go to your under the black market plastic surgeon
Yeah.
to get it sorted.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Still
There's
be a
no.
record.
So there's nothing to show that she had her eye pop out on that occasion.
No, nothing's out there. No,
Okay,
just
cool.
just what she said.
So what was the second thing she accused him of? Can you remember?
Let me get under my mattress and get me scrap of paper from the
Okay,
commiserate
cool. Okay.
from this one.
Yeah, you've got to hide that. You don't want them finding that.
No, I don't think it's here. I think I've lost my scrap. Come on, Mum. You think? You
Let,
think?
let, let me let me see if I can find my bit. I'll put it in. I put it in the top of the toilet. It might be a bit wet. Bear with me. It was in a baggie, but Let me see. One
I thought
sec.
something to do with paint.
Paint.
I can't read my
Oh,
writing.
paint. That's right. So remember, she was married to that famous artist.
Oh, Tessa, yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah, Tessa. Tessa. Is it Tessa?
Tessa
Whatever.
Van Tessa.
Yeah, that's the one. Taser, maybe. I don't know. I like
Oh,
tasers
don't
anyway.
talk to me about tasers. They hurt.
Yeah, but it's fun to use on someone else. Anyway, and it gives you a bit of a feel as well. Anyway, what was he saying? Yeah, so Taser had painted this picture for her,
Yeah.
and it was hanging on the wall directly in front of their bed.
In front of their bed or over their bed?
Well, he could see it every time he woke up in the morning, and he could see it every time he was making love to his wife.
Oh.
Yeah. Not being funny. I don't mind you having the picture, but hang it somewhere else. Yeah. So apparently he got a bit upset about this picture being hung up, and it caused a bit of an argument. And according to her, he tried to set it on fire with a
Well,
cigarette lighter.
um, if it was an oil painting, it would have gone up in smoke in no time.
Well, I don't know if it was an oil painting. I don't know what it was. I don't know what she could have painted with period blood for all I know. These
Why
weird
don't you
artists
know?
nowadays.
Why don't you
I
know? Is
don't
there
know.
no
I
proof?
don't know. Well, the only thing that this woman, Amanda Bird, Turd, whatever her name is, I can't remember. The only proof she had was a photo of the painting sitting in a garage or something like that, up against the wall, but we only see the back of the painting.
Oh, so hang on. So while they were married, the picture was in the bedroom
Yeah.
where her now husband could see it all the time,
Mhm.
and there's so it'd be a prize picture, and
Yeah.
somebody's trying to set fire to it. Surely you'd take a picture of it with
Yeah.
mobile phones and things because they've all got them
Yeah.
out there, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah. All these funny smartphones. You can record yourself and put yourself on the internet on these smartphones.
Oh, I'd love to have a
Like,
go at that.
I know. Instead, we just got to chat here in the bloody prison cell.
Hey, shush, shush,
Anyway,
the warden's watching us. Shush.
anyway, shush.
It's alright,
Right,
he's just gone past.
okay. So, apparently, yeah. So, and you can't see any signs of scorch marks on it. But why? I mean, obviously, it was hanging on the wall, be burnt at the front anyway. So you wouldn't be able to see it round the back. But yeah, so that's and I think it's something about he threw wine bottles at her or something like that, and they hit the wall and smashed all over the place. Well, you'd think you'd take pictures of the smashed glass and the wine stains, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
But no,
mind
none of
you,
that.
I heard, I did hear that he owns four penthouses.
All right,
So
4. That's a bit
maybe,
greedy, isn't it?
well, it was one for him and her.
Yeah,
Then I think they used one for clothes, like a wardrobe, walk-in wardrobe.
a whole penthouse full of clothes.
Well, she's a
What do I
Hollywood
need that
woman.
for? I
Well, she's
mean,
a Hollywood woman.
we've just got these horrible
Orange
itchy.
outfits.
I know. Don't need anything more than that, though, do you?
Well, the blood comes out easier out of the uniforms.
Absolutely. Boil wash 'em. Piece
Yeah.
of piss, innit?
Yeah.
Mm. Anyway,
But yeah, for the
yeah,
Hollywood ones, different outfit every day, don't they? So there's one for the one as a wardrobe. And then I suppose you could
yeah,
have your friends stay, couldn't you, and give them a bit of privacy in the other two.
right. What, just
So
visiting? Like,
yeah, well, I suppose if you wanted to stay over the weekend, you'd invite your mates round,
yeah,
wouldn't you?
yeah. Yeah, I would. If I had that much
So
space, I might. I might rent it out and earn some money.
yeah, that's an idea, isn't it?
Yeah, aye.
Maybe. Well, I don't know the
I thought
man.
you. Hang on. I thought you didn't get to the shop. I can see you eating a sweetie.
I had this one stashed.
Okay.
It's dead hard. It's I'm trying to chew it, and it's not working. Anyway, not putting anything on this man, but I can't really see him. I mean, he might do putting the rubber gloves on and cleaning up. So I'm
Mm.
assuming he's got a maid,
Yeah, I heard he's got a maid. I'd say
right?
maid for like 20 odd years, I think it was.
Yeah, almost a member of the family kind of maid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I can't see Miss Amanda cleaning up.
No,
So, yeah, if there was wine bottles smashed all over the place, maybe they just moved into the other apartments, the other
maybe.
penthouse,
Did they?
and let her clean it all up.
Did they?
Don't think so.
Why not?
Because, I said if you've got mates, you'd invite your mates round.
Yeah.
She invited her mates round.
Okay.
And they were
Well,
living
there's
there.
nothing wrong with that. Living? How long
Yeah.
for?
Oh, God. Gonna say a couple of years.
Okay, so that's living. That's not house guests, right? So they're
Uh,
paying rent, yeah?
well,
No.
well,
At least contributing towards the gas and electric.
uh, nope.
So they were living rent free, bill free in luxury apartments.
Yeah, and I don't even think they paid for the Netflix subscription either.
Oh, lucky them. Lucky them. I'd like mates
Well,
like that. Wouldn't you like mates like that? Instead, we've got to fucking sit in this bloody prison cell.
well, to be fair, we're not getting
No,
bills and rent,
no,
and
no.
we get 3 meals a day.
Yeah, but it's not very comfortable, is it? It's not pure luxury like they had.
Yeah, but when the shop's open and you can get your chocolate and your writing paper and whatnot,
Yeah, you
and you,
fags.
and you can get them off someone else if you twist their arm properly.
Yeah, I know. My arm is still hurting from last time.
Well, you should have shared when I asked you to. Anyway, so they must have just been leaving all that smashed glass and all that wine
Mm,
for the maid to clean.
yeah,
But wouldn't you take a picture of it?
yeah. And she didn't.
So again, there's no proof.
Oh, just her word. Just her word.
Just
Was there any witnesses?
uh, no,
Okay. So what was the next thing she accused him of? Can you remember?
no.
No. I thought you had a bit of paper. Can't find mine. It's soggy. Well, I can, but it's soggy. I can't read it.
God, you're making this old woman do stuff like move.
Mhm. Mhm.
It is me wanting to settle down because no chocolate, no fags. I'll be
You had
taking your
chocolate. You've
picture.
just had chocolate.
I didn't say
You
it was
didn't even
chocolate.
share it. What was it then?
It was chocolate.
Right. You didn't even share it. Didn't even offer to share.
Well, when the shop's open, I'll get you some. Right.
Good.
I have got a screwed down chair. Question mark.
Right. Oh. Oh, I remember this one.
Oh, go on. What's
So,
this one?
according to her, they were on a plane, yeah? And he,
What? Teeny Weeny Airways? Pan Am?
no, one of these private ones, posh ones where they have all this luxury,
Oh, one of
you know.
those. Ooh, I'd love to
Yeah,
go on
yeah.
one of them.
Anyway, he owned it,
Yeah.
I think, because he's got
Oh,
loads of money, isn't he? He's got loads of money. Loads of
yeah. I
money.
know he's got a boat. So he's got a boat and a jet.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so we're on a plane, and he
Yeah.
started getting angry with her. This is her
Right.
story.
Oh,
And
this
he
is her story.
and then I think he kicked her and threw a chair at her.
Hang on. He threw a chair at her on a plane.
Well, that's her story, yeah.
Well, that's where I've got this screwed down
Yeah,
chair. Question mark?
yeah.
Because everything's got to be screwed down on a plane. The only thing that's
Yeah,
not
otherwise it'd
is
be
the
flying all
seats
over
on
the
the
it'd be flying all over the place otherwise, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
only
mean, I
thing
think
that's
that,
not screwed down is the dolly trolley.
yeah, I think though but they park that up, don't they? And they lock it away.
Yeah. Did they have
They
dolly
block it in like
trolleys
a
on
cupboard.
private ones?
On private ones, probably. They've probably got laser booths on a private one. Anyway, so the screwdriver. I mean, I think these chairs might swivel, maybe swivel, but I'm guessing they'd be locked in place while you're flying, or at least taken off, and maybe you can swivel. I don't know. I've never been on a posh plane, but you can't lift them up and throw them, can you?
No,
No,
definitely.
right. But according to Johnny, Johnny, sorry, moment. Okay, according to Johnny, he was just sitting there drawing. She was going on and 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 on. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit,
Mm.
rabbit, rabbit. And he'd had enough. And I think he said something about he jokingly tapped her with his foot. Yeah?
Yeah,
And then
but
she completely lost it. So he ends up getting up and going locking himself in the bathroom for the rest of the flight because he couldn't bear being around her any longer.
it's not good, that is it?
No.
locking yourself
I mean,
away.
no. And there were other people on the flight, yeah?
Yeah.
And I
Jerry
don't
would
think,
be there. Was Jerry there?
oh, yeah, Jerry's always there. Jerry's
Oh,
always there. But there
Jerry.
were other people on the flight, and they pretty much corroborate his story,
Oh, so
you
he's
know?
got a witness.
Yeah. He's got witnesses. He's got several witnesses.
Did she have a witness?
What, to corroborate her story?
Yeah.
Well, she had a text message from one of Johnny's employees, yeah,
Right.
that said something along the lines of he was really upset, he was really crying when I told him told him he kicked you. Okay, which does make it sound bad, but he's admitted he tapped her on the bum with his foot. Not a proper
Yeah.
kick, just a playful kick, you
Yeah.
know, right?
Not quite like you can't reach with your hand,
Yeah,
so you tap somebody with your bum with your foot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when this employee was questioned in the courts in London, because they've been to court in London already, and they're going to court again in America, but they've been to court in London because he was suing some newspaper. What was it called? Oh, the Scum.
Oh, the toilet paper. Yeah.
Yeah, the Scum. He was suing that newspaper because they'd written an article calling him a wife beater, and he's like, "Hey, I ain't a wife beater. Prove it. Prove I'm a wife beater." So they got her in court, and she told all her stories. Yeah.
Eh,
Anyway, all these fairy tales, grim fairy tales, and but according to the person that sent that text message, he said he only did it to play what's that word? Placate? Placate, is
Play,
that the word?
placate.
Placate? Placate. To placate her, because that's the way to shut her up.
Yeah, yeah,
Otherwise, she'll keep going on and going on
yeah.
and going
I
on.
I
Rabbit,
understand
rabbit.
that. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bit like me, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, but because it sent that text message, that was proof that Johnny had hit her, even though everyone else said he hadn't.
Oh, right. So everyone else. So we're talking 4 or 5 people.
I think there's about 5 or 6 people. I can't remember off the top of my head.
So if we say five,
Yeah,
and then this one, so that's
mm,
5 people cooperating,
corroborating. Yeah,
cooperating Johnny,
yeah,
and one person cooperating her.
but not corroborating because he said then backtracked and said it was he said
To
that just to shut her up.
Hmm. So what did the judge in England say about that?
He decided it was true that he did her.
Oh, all
Do you know
judges are
why? Do you know why? Because
why?
all the witnesses were employed by him, so they must be biased.
No,
Hmm.
that judge must have been biased.
Oh, maybe. But he also believed the other two stories.
Well, which two were those?
You know, the tattoo, eye popping out,
Ah,
and the picture being set on fire. The ones with no actual
witnesses
witnesses
or
or
photographs.
evidence. Yeah, that one. Them ones.
Them ones.
Them
Oh,
ones. Yeah. So I don't get it. Don't get it at all. And
well,
so
you were
so
put
that's
away for you.
yeah. Well, they caught me with a gun in my hand, didn't they? When I was robbing the bank. Mm. I was caught red-handed.
Just imagine if, there was no witnesses and no cameras and
Yeah,
nothing.
I'd go away. I'd be out on the outside,
You'd be out
looking
on
in,
the out.
looking in and laughing.
You'd be visiting me, wouldn't you? Oh no, you wouldn't know me,
No, I
would you?
wouldn't. No, no, I wouldn't visit you. Why would I visit you? Sorry,
Well,
sorry, sorry,
You
sorry.
wouldn't. You wouldn't know me, would you?
No, I wouldn't know you. Anyway, so that's
I
three things that she. That's three things that she said happened. They ain't married yet, are they? At this point,
don't think so.
no. Because when did that happen? Can you remember the plane incident?
I can't, to be honest. I've just rubbed the smoke off Doreen.
I noticed. So
It
I've got
was.
some stashed. Haha. I'm have one myself.
Oh, so you're keeping your stash now, right? Okay, I've got to rob them
Mhm.
of something. You keep your stash.
You
Okay.
ain't finding mine. You ain't finding mine. Right, carry on. Where
So
was we up to?
we was up to. This was before they got married.
Yeah, before they got married. So all these have apparently happened. Yet she still wants to marry him.
Yeah,
Don't get it.
I don't
I
get
don't
it
put up with
either.
that. Would you put up with that shit?
No.
Out. Get out. Get out of my life. Don't come back. I'd actually shoot him. You know, I'm robbery and all. I mean, I murdered someone else already. Anyway,
I love my husband. I
I
did
know
love
you
my.
do.
I
I know
still love
you
him.
do. Still love your husband. That daughter
But
of yours, beautiful.
she, she is. She is.
Yeah,
But anyway, that's on the outside, and things
I
are
know.
different now.
Mhm.
So
So
we'll
where was?
fast forward a little bit,
Yeah,
and they get married.
yeah. So we're back to where we were before. So
Before
so we're back to where she was. They were arguing about a post-nup. Yeah,
post-nup, yeah,
post-nup. Yeah, yeah,
because they didn't go for the prenup, so he
yeah,
brought up the post-nup
yeah,
on his sister's advice.
yeah. Because his
Apparently, he
sister's is
he
she a
didn't
lawyer or
want.
something? Oh, you didn't
She's
want
a
one.
is she a lawyer or
No, it's
uh,
something to do with TV, isn't she? Films or something.
yeah, she's a
Yeah.
production manager or
Oh,
something or
production.
something.
But she probably knows a bit about law. Anyway, yeah.
It's a brother. She's protecting a brother because she knows this one's a skank.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of money. He's got
Yeah.
lots of money. He owns a couple of islands.
I know. I know. I've heard.
So
Oh, what I could get up to on that island with him. Anyway, carry on.
so she hops on his private plane
Yeah.
to go to Australia where he's filming these private
Right.
movies.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And they argue about this post-nup because he's
Right.
decided that he'll go along with this post-nup.
Yeah. Just shut his sister up. Yeah.
Yeah. And Johnny says that she became violent and threw bottles at him.
Right.
And one of the bottles severed his finger. Literally
Severed.
took the top of his finger off.
What? Just the skin?
No, the bone, the whole top of his finger.
What?
His bone was smashed in his finger.
Ooh. Ow. Bet that
So,
hurt.
when I took that hammer to that
Yeah.
skank in the laundry,
Yeah.
can you remember she had to lose her finger?
Yeah.
Well, this skank through a bottle and did the same thing.
Right. So bloody hard then. Bloody hard here, because you went full whack with that hammer.
Yeah, well, she went full whack with a full bottle of vodka, apparently.
All right.
And
Okay.
everything's bigger in America, isn't it? So the big
Yeah. Yeah.
bottles of vodka are bucket
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
So she severed his finger, and he plays the
Mm.
guitar, you know.
I know. He's very talented. Oh, and he can
Yes.
sing. Oh, he can sing as well. I'd have him serenade me any day. Anyway, where were we? Sorry, I'm getting distracted again.
And you know that beautiful face that you think he's got?
Yeah.
She burnt it with a cigarette.
Right. So why didn't they
While
have her
his,
arrested?
while his finger's bleeding and
Yeah.
he's lost the top of his finger, she
Yeah.
does no more than to put a cigarette out on his face.
Sadistic bitch. Yeah. But why didn't he get arrested? Why didn't he kick her out there and then?
Because he loves her
Daft idiot.
and he's
That
protecting
ain't
her.
love.
Well,
Right.
it is because he loved his mum
Yeah, I know.
and his mum was not nice to him.
No. But it's his mum, innit?
It's his mum. And this is his
No.
wife. He probably thought,
Mm,
this is the way things, I'm going to try and sort this out.
right.
With, iron a few wrinkles out.
Yeah,
But
but but at that point, he's like, fuck this. I don't want anything to do with this crazy bitch anymore.
you say that. But he protected her. He said he slammed it in a window. He slammed it in the car door. He
Yeah.
said he slammed it in all kinds. He did, but he didn't
Yeah.
ever say it was her.
Right. But I'm sure I remember hearing something about him saying, forget the prenup, I want an annulment. So he wanted the wedding marriage over. He wanted that marriage
Well,
over. So did it end then?
no,
No.
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 She said, but Amanda said
Yeah.
that he went into a rage and tore up the place and beat her and accidentally severed his own fingertip.
Right. Okay. Okay. And I'm
But
pretty sure I heard somewhere that she said he dragged her around through glass and everything and held her hostage for 3 days. Is that right?
yeah,
Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah.
But this hostage situation,
Yeah.
right? If you're in a hostage situation,
Yeah.
there's no one else. It's you and the person keeping you hostage. Now
Yeah.
you know this because you did this,
Yeah. I did.
right? So a hostage situation is you and your victim.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no
Yeah. Yeah.
maids.
No.
There's no property managers.
No.
There's no deliveries.
There's no one. No one knows where we are.
No one. No one. There's
No
no
one knows where we
phones.
are. No.
There's no phones.
But hang
But you
on.
see, she said he beat her up with the phone.
Right.
That's how he lost his finger.
Oh, so he smashed the phone.
He
But there
smashed the
wasn't a
phone.
phone. There can't have been a phone. If she's a hostage, if she had access to a phone, she ain't hostage, is she?
No,
Was she tied up?
no.
Okay. So she could have got to that phone at any point.
At any point. But she managed to take pictures of the bathroom
Yeah.
on a
What?
smartphone.
Right. Oh, so she had a mobile phone
Yeah,
in her possession at all times while she was being held hostage.
yeah. Oh, not at
And
all
what was,
times. No, no, no. There was one time, unless she had another one, but there was
yeah.
one time she hid it and she was recording what was going on.
Oh.
It
What
was
was
in a
this
plant.
while she was smashing while she was smashing bottles at him?
I think so, yeah, because you could hear people going, "Where's his finger? We've got to look for his finger."
Oh, so after she smashed the bottle.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
actually hear her say, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean it."
Oh, so she admitted to doing it then, but then lied and said he did it himself.
Yeah,
Anyway, what were these photos in the bathroom all about?
Well, before everybody turned up, all the people
Yeah,
that aren't here because she's in a
yeah,
hostage situation.
yeah.
He'd gone up to the bathroom and dipped his finger in black paint, the one that was
Right.
bleeding.
The bleeding one, yeah. Why would you do
Bleeding.
that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he just lost the plot. Maybe he was just so
Maybe.
angry.
Yeah.
But you see, if I was that angry, I would have beaten the living daylights out of her. But he didn't.
Probably, yeah. No.
He went into the
According
bathroom.
to her, he did.
No, that was the reason he lost his finger.
Oh, right. So he lost his
He didn't
finger
beat her up.
after he beat her up.
Yeah,
Oh, right. Okay. I get you.
but you see, me and you, if we were that angry at losing our finger, we would have beaten him up.
Touched the
But he
light
didn't.
out of her. Even if it was even if I'd done it myself, I'm going to get angry. I'm going to start
Yeah,
smashing things up and hitting people.
yeah. But he didn't. He
He
went to the
didn't.
bathroom
Right.
and he wrote
What
on
did,
the window, on the mirror.
right. What did
I
you
can't
write?
remember. I can't remember
Okay.
all kinds of things, but it was black writing,
Yeah.
and he wrote in blood as well, because of course the
Yeah.
paint had come off, and it
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
blood. The blood was still coming up,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Bet it was
she
squirting all over
followed.
the place, wasn't it?
She
Yeah.
followed him up there.
Right. Well, why would you
But
do that if he's been beating you up?
if you've just been dragged through all kinds of glass, you've just been.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say SA because I don't actually like that word.
Okay. So instead of getting out while he's wandered off into the bathroom, she stayed
She
in.
followed him. Yeah,
But she could have escaped.
she could have
She was a
escaped.
hostage. She could have escaped.
She could have phoned a taxi. She could have run down the
Yeah.
road. Anything.
Called the police. Anything. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But she
no, she
didn't.
went. So I don't know. I'm a bit foggy on the details because
Yeah.
when being in here, you only get bits of information.
Yeah.
So somehow the doctor was turned up and
Yeah.
Johnny's security turned up and they
Right.
rushed him to the hospital.
Yeah.
And she took some photographs of the mirror that he'd written on.
Right.
But there was two different types of handwriting on the mirror.
Oh. So who did the other writing?
Well, you see, there was only her left in there at this point.
Oh.
And if you look closely at the mirrors,
Yeah.
there's a bikini hanging, and the shower loop on the first
Yeah.
picture it was crossed. On the
Right.
second picture, it's uncrossed,
So someone had
and
a shower.
so they're supposed to be taken at the same time.
Oh. Okay.
And one picture
So
has a towel in it, and another picture doesn't have a towel in it,
so
or something.
basically so basically she took a photo, had a shower, and then took another photo.
Yeah, why would you do that?
I don't know. But did she take so she apparently had all these injuries, she said, yeah? So he'd
Yeah,
beaten her
yeah,
up, he dragged her through glass, everything. So we've
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
photos of them. Got the photos of the
Mm,
injuries. Did she go to hospital?
no, he did, but she didn't.
Oh. So it can't have been bad injuries then.
Well, no. I mean, when her Doctor Skipper,
Yeah.
the
Kipper.
kangaroo.
Kipper.
Oh,
Kipper.
Kipper. It wasn't the kangaroo
Yeah, yeah.
Skippy then.
No, no, no. No, no.
Um, yeah, he
It
said
was a
she just
fish.
needed. He said she just needed some meds to calm her down. She
Oh,
didn't have
so
any.
she was just a bit going wacky, was she?
Yeah, apparently.
Mm.
He didn't. Well, she was recording, wasn't she? So we got that little bit of information that he was
Mm.
talking to the nurse, saying, she up her medication, and nothing was said about cuts and grazes and bruises and nothing. But they were still looking for the end of Johnny's finger.
Hmm. That's a bit bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. I've got to go. I've got to go to the skivvy. They're not the skivvy. Yeah, I've got to go there. right?
Okay.
So I'll be right back. I want to carry on this story. So can you carry on like looking into what happened next while I'm away?
I will do. I will.
Okay,
I'll
be
try
right
and
back.
find me notes. I'll try and
And
find
if
me
you
notes.
eat flush, let me know because I don't want everyone else to hear me going for a week.
Sing. Right. So she said he became violent, and he said she became violent. But there's no pictures of him being violent to her. But there is pictures of her being violent to him. And there's a photograph of him. I'm sure there's a photograph of him in the hospital. So there's hospital notes of his injuries, x-rays and pictures of his face and pictures of his finger with all blood and paint on it. And I'm pretty sure he was rushed in to get that sorted. And while he was there, was it while he was there, he caught MRSA. He caught something there that was, it was really. Oh, are you back? Are you?
I am MRSA.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
that?
just reading notes here. There was X-rays of him,
Yeah.
and there was no X-rays of her. So there's
Okay,
medical
because she
notes
didn't go.
of him.
Yeah,
She didn't
yeah,
go. But while he was in hospital, he caught MRSA. Is it MRSA? Some
something like
hospital
that. Yeah.
disease
Oh,
thing
it's
that
that
you
that's
can.
that bug, isn't it? That can that the yeah, it can kill you, can't it? It's like it
Can
goes through
yeah,
your blood system.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
but he's alive, thankfully.
Yes,
She's
yeah,
like,
but he got
oh,
it again.
again,
Yeah, caught it twice.
twice,
Twice.
twice.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
there's there's still no records of her going to hospital. There's still no
Oh,
records, no
so
pictures.
she's got no proof of her actually getting hurt on this incident where she was beaten up and
Yeah,
dragged through glass.
but this phone,
Yeah,
the one that she hid,
yeah.
Jerry's on it saying, "I've seen those marks before."
Oh, what? So she did have some marks.
She did have some white straight lines, scars, only small
Okay.
ones. Like you've stuck your hand in a rose bush.
Oh, what, she
About
showed you. So we see these photos of these scars. What,
yeah,
years later?
this
Okay, years
yeah,
later.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But he says he's seen them before, and it's usually people who do it to themselves.
Oh, so she was cutting herself.
Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know. So
No, we're just speculating here. Yeah.
yeah, but
Mm.
nobody else saw it either.
Oh, okay, okay.
But if you're doing that, then you need help, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's a cry for help normally, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's like attention seeking, one or the other.
yeah. I'd like to think it's a cry for help. Somebody help me!
Mm,
I'm in pain, and
yeah.
because you can't see the pain somebody's in, you create pain that people can see.
Mm.
But
It's
anyway,
either that, or either that. Sometimes it's about punishing yourself. If you've hurt someone else, you've got to hurt
yeah,
yourself back. I mean, I've
yeah,
done it.
I have heard that. Yeah, I have heard
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So yeah,
You see it in here all the time. People doing that, you know,
yeah,
because they feel so guilty.
yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, that all happened in March,
March, what year? 15, 16,
2015. 2015.
2015.
So they've been married literally just over a month, and all
Okay,
this happened.
okay.
And then he gets flew back to America.
Yeah,
She comes back to America, and there's pictures
yeah.
of them holding hands, and
Oh, so they
you know,
made it up then.
yeah, he's got his his famous bandanas wrapped around his hand and whatnot, and he's waving to the
Okay.
paparazzi. And
Okay.
but they didn't have the dogs with them.
Okay. No dogs.
No dogs.
They've
I'm
got
saying
dogs.
they have. They've got two. One's called Pistol and one's called Boo.
Oh. Oh, cool names.
The
Cool
reason I
names. I
say
like pistols.
you're gonna like this. The
What?
reason I say that is because in May 2015,
Yeah.
Johnny'd gone back to Australia to finish
Oh,
filming.
filming. Yeah. Because,
Yeah.
obviously, it was in the middle of filming when he had that accident, weren't it? Oh, sorry, that accident. When she severed his finger. Yeah.
Right. So he'd gone back to finish filming and she
Mm.
decided to join him.
Right.
I don't know if he asked her to. I don't know if she decided off her own back. But anyway,
Yeah.
she decided to join him on his plane
Yeah.
with the dogs.
Right. Okay. So they went through quarantine and that lot, yeah? Because you're not allowed to bring dogs in the country. What?
No,
What?
no, no,
What?
no.
Okay.
She brought those dogs into this country unannounced,
Right.
uncertificated.
Okay. So was she arrested? Did she
She
get
was.
fined? She
She
was.
was arrested. She was charged for false documents because she had asked, oh, what was his name? She'd asked somebody via email, is there
Mm.
anyone who can Greece to get these documents? Because he had said to her, they have to be quarantined, they have to have the right paperwork, we can't take the dogs.
So she actually got charged for that. So she's in prison, yeah?
No,
No.
no.
So oh, what
Yeah.
happened then?
Well, Barnaby,
Yeah.
um, he mm, he made them a publicly apologise
Right. So they
on
should.
television. They were
Yeah.
fined.
Yeah.
They were fined, not she was
But
fined.
he didn't bring the dogs in, she did.
Exactly, and they had to do an apology
But he
video.
didn't do anything wrong. He was there already.
Yeah, but it wasn't Amanda. It was Johnny Depp's wife.
Oh, I see.
So they don't know who she is.
Right, okay. So she's not very famous then.
No, but it's Johnny Depp's wife, Amanda.
Mm-hmm. Right,
So
okay.
because it's Johnny Depp's wife, Amanda, Johnny Depp had to do the apology video as well.
Right, I bet who's happy about that.
Well, I believe he wasn't, and you could tell.
Right, okay.
He practically spoke through his teeth.
Mm, I would
Feel
do
his
too.
pain. Anyway, we'll move
Mm,
on a little bit more.
mm,
So, Heard charged in Australia for false documents.
right,
So
okay.
then they went back to America.
Yeah,
That was in July. So we must have finished filming.
yeah.
They haven't had a honeymoon yet, have they?
No.
No,
So where did
February,
they go
March,
on their, when did they
February,
go on their honeymoon?
April, May, June, July. 5 months they've been married and they haven't had a honeymoon yet
Yeah, but
because
he's
of
busy
film.
working, isn't he? Yeah.
It's a busy schedule.
Mm.
Well, in
So
August,
yeah.
they decide to have their honeymoon. Which,
Oh, at last.
yes.
I bet it was gorgeous. Bet it was gorgeous.
Orient Express.
Oh, very posh.
Yeah.
Very
In
posh. What happened to it?
Malaysia.
Yeah. Oh, Indonesia. Oh, lovely.
Malaysia.
Oh, okay. Malaysia.
Malaysia. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On board the
Still lovely.
Eastern and Oriental Express train.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Lap Luxury, yeah.
Yeah, mind
And I
you.
had fun there.
Yeah, there's a lot of murders on the Orient Express, though,
There
isn't
is,
there?
there is, there is. I'm lucky. She's lucky she survived.
Yeah.
I'd have
Well, you
killed her.
say that.
Hmm.
He's lucky he survived.
Why? What happened?
There's pictures of him, and his face is swollen,
So who did that then?
and he's got bruises. He's got glasses on, but he always wears dark glasses or
Yeah, he
coloured
does.
glasses.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He likes
You
to
can
cover his eyes.
see he's
He's
got.
got something wrong with one of his eyes, isn't he?
Yeah, he can't see. He's got a visual impairment, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's practically blind in one eye, isn't he?
Yeah,
Hmm.
but he's got extra marks under these sunglasses,
Oh,
and his
so you see
face is
bruises.
bruises.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So would you know what happened?
Well, nobody said anything.
Right.
But he's starting to look the shadow of the man he used to be.
Poor him. Such a sexy man. Such a sexy man.
Stop it.
She's
Anyway,
probably worn him out, isn't he? I mean, she's like what, 20 years younger than him, something like that.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, she's probably worn him out. I can imagine they're
Yeah,
at it all the time. I mean, fighting by the sounds of it, not sex,
yeah,
just fighting.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not good,
Anyway,
is it?
no.
So, that was August, and
Mm,
in mid-September,
yeah,
I say mid because something happened in the late. So mid-September, do you
yeah,
remember the film The Danish Girl
yeah, yeah. It was
with
crap.
Eddie Redmayne?
Yeah, it was crap.
Well, apparently she was in it.
Was she?
Apparently so.
Oh, was she?
I watched it. I thought it was all right,
Oh,
but I don't remember her.
oh. She must have
Maybe
been
she was.
really a bit rolling.
Maybe she. Yeah, a bit rolling extra.
Yeah, maybe.
But they were on the red carpet together.
Yeah,
He didn't
because you
want to
would be.
go
Why not?
because he didn't want to steal her limelight.
Oh, right, I get that. Yeah, yeah, I get that.
Because
You
he's a
know,
big movie star.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, she's got to stand out on her own and be seen. And if he's with her, they're just going to want to talk to him, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
the
get
crowds
that.
aren't going to be shouting for this Amanda, are they?
No, they're
They're
going to
going
be
to.
Johnny, Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, I'd like to be in that crowd. Carry on.
Oh, I've got to get off this topic. I've got to get off this topic. You know. Oh,
No, no,
yeah.
no.
Anyway, so something went on there.
Right, what?
She said in the hotel room
Yeah,
he pushed her to the floor.
why?
Well, she doesn't say why,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure if I pushed you to the floor, I'd tell you why I was pushing you down.
Yeah,
So you would be able to say, B. Smith pushed me down because I didn't share my ciggies with her.
yeah, you do things like that all the bloody time. It's not
Yeah.
just pushing me down, though, is it?
But I've got the screws in my back pocket, so,
I
it's
know.
pointless telling them.
Yeah.
So there was a couple of things happened there. There was the carpet pushing, and there was, I think it was, I'm not sure if it was a punch or a pull to hair.
Okay.
Anyway, something happened there.
Yeah.
But something else happened there. I'll
Okay.
tell you that later. I'll tell you
Okay.
why that later.
Okay. So something
So that,
happened there, yeah.
yeah. So
And we've got. Oh,
we got
any witnesses?
no
No.
witnesses, no
Any
photographs,
photos?
Nope.
Okay. But it happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
because she said it did.
Okay. What did he say?
He doesn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Not
Don't
yet.
blame him. Okay.
Didn't say anything yet. Because
Right,
he
okay.
loves her.
Yeah. Of course he
And
does.
he's still coming to protect her.
Mm.
Because what would the media think if he said that she did this and she did that and she did the other?
He thinks he was lying.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you know, I
he's
mean, he's a man after all. He can defend himself, can't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
So late September, Johnny and Amanda go to Rio for one of Johnny's concerts.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm starting to dance now. Rio. There's a song about Rio, isn't there?
There is, yeah.
Can't remember it now, though. Oh, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, shush. Shush. I don't want to hear it now. Stop. Anyway, carry on. Yeah,
There was a
stop
video.
it.
Oh, there
Okay.
was a video on a boat. You reckon it was his boat?
Maybe, maybe. That'd be
Anyway,
good. Yeah,
during this two times
yeah,
in Toronto and Rio,
yeah.
there were some phone recordings.
Right, okay.
So one of the recordings of a conversation between Johnny and Amanda
Yeah.
was used in evidence.
Oh, I what, in the courts? In
Yeah,
London?
yeah, in the English courts, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And what did the
Uh,
recording say?
you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe
Right.
why she is not in here with us right now.
I can't understand it.
Amanda,
Yeah.
quote, I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched. You didn't get punched. You got hit. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
Well, I felt your hit, so bloody hurt.
And I'm a girl.
Aye, you are.
Got a bit of weight behind me, but I'm still a girl. Still not a
You
man.
are. You are. So she was hitting him.
Yep, she actually says that. That's
Okay.
her voice, and she says that. And
Right.
it's not like I've just read it out so you can tell it's reading from a script.
Yeah.
They were having an argument, and that's what she says in the middle of this argument.
Yeah.
So I hasn't
So
she
he
been
said you hit me, and you see. So he said, "What? You punched me, or something like that?" And he says, "No, no." She said, "No, I didn't. I just hit you. I weren't punching. I was hitting you." Something like that.
I don't know what my actual hands were doing.
Oh, don't know the actual motion of my hands. That's the word. I remember now. I don't know what the actual motion of my hand was, but I was hitting you. I wasn't punching you. That's. I remember now. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
this. I remember this. Yeah.
yeah. Right. And
Yeah.
then another quote from this time period.
Yeah.
I can't. This is Amanda. I
Yeah.
can't promise you I won't get physical again. God, I fucking sometimes get so mad I lose it.
so
Now they're the
she's got anger
words
issues.
out of her mouth.
She's got anger issues. I mean, you get that. You get sometimes like that, don't you? I mean, I do. I mean, I wouldn't be in
Yeah,
prison if I didn't.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm with you there,
Yeah.
girl. I'm with you there.
Aye.
Right. And Johnny says at the same time period, I don't know if it's the same conversation, but in the
Yeah.
same time period, if things get physical, we have to separate.
Well,
We
yeah.
have to be apart from one another. Whether
Right.
it's for a fucking hour or 10 hours or a fucking day, we must. There can be no physical violence.
Well. I mean,
So in one conversation, she's saying she's hitting him and she doesn't know when she
yeah,
can stop it and blah blah blah. And
yeah,
then he says there can be no, so he goes away. He leaves
right,
like he
okay,
did in Australia. He
yeah,
left to
yeah.
go to the
I
bathroom.
remember, but I know, remember this, and she starts having a go at him because he runs away all the time. He never stays to fight.
Hang on, there's a screw here. Hold on.
Uh-oh. I remember her. I remember now. I remember this conversation. And she keeps having a go at him because he doesn't hang around and fight with her. I mean, hmm, sounds a bit fishy to me. It doesn't sound like he's the one hitting her, does it? It sounds like the other way round. Hmm, I don't know. I mean, if I was, if, yeah, if, I mean, if they're running away, they're not hitting, they're running away. If he don't want physical violence and he walks away, then there's no hitting going on, is there? Hmm, I don't know though. What do you reckon? Hmm, I mean, it's a bit wussy thing to run away, but if you don't want to hit a woman, you're not going to hang about, are you?
No,
No, no. And
his screw's going to be in and out, so we've got to be careful.
oh, okay, okay. So, so yeah. So he runs away. She don't like it. She gets him. He don't like it. So what happened? What did the court say about that? What did I say about that?
I can't remember.
Oh, I know, I know. The judge said it wasn't plausible evidence because it wasn't done under oath. I remember now.
Ah. Oh well,
Because
hang
she
on.
didn't say under oath, they didn't accept it as real as the truth.
Oh, so did she say about? Did she say about the picture under oath?
Well, yeah, she said it in court, didn't she? She told that story in court, but the
Oh,
recordings went under oath,
oh, so
so
they weren't
therefore,
the. Ah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Aye.
But
Mm,
they're recordings that were done
yeah,
for marriage counselling or something, weren't
yeah,
they?
that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Now, if
funny
they'd have
that,
got
isn't it?
divorced, they wouldn't have need marriage counselling.
No, they wouldn't have. He should have got that annulment on the
Should have
honeymoon.
done.
Oh, that wasn't
No,
the honeymoon, was it? Wasn't even the honeymoon, was it?
no, it
Did they
was
no, before the honeymoon.
before the honeymoon, a month after
Oh,
they got married.
oh,
I would be
boy.
asking for an annulment, let alone him asking for an annulment.
You love your husband, and you don't hit you.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, anyway, let's move on a little bit.
yeah,
December 2015.
yeah. We were just in December, weren't we?
Pardon?
Weren't we just in December 2015?
No, that was September.
Oh, was it? Okay. So in December.
December?
Yeah,
Well, I'm not sure if it was December or Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. What's Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is, you know that other singer,
Oh.
the one that's got a weird eye and does all strange. He's got a woman's
Oh,
name.
Johnny's mate. Johnny's
Yeah,
mate.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Marilyn Manson.
That's him.
Yeah, yeah.
They came to visit.
Oh, okay. So they had Thanksgiving together. What is Thanksgiving though? Is that? Oh, that's an American crap, isn't it?
It's
Where
like it's
they,
like Christmas 4 weeks early.
yeah, they have turkey and all that palaver,
Yeah,
and say thank you for all the nice things that you've given me, I guess.
yeah. I bet you she was saying thank you as well.
Oh, I doubt it. From what I understand, I doubt it. Anyway, yeah,
But
Thanksgiving.
they
Manson's
go,
there.
don't didn't they go to the island for Christmas?
Yeah, that's after Thanksgiving, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Thanksgiving's in November.
I get all mixed up with these American
Yeah.
things. So
Mm.
something had gone on at Thanksgiving, and Marilyn
Yeah,
Manson was there with his wife or his
yeah.
girlfriend or something,
His assistant, I think it was.
his assistant, and
Yeah,
Amanda's dad was there as well.
yeah.
Ah, and
And he'd done his kids there.
at
It's meant to
Thanksgiving,
be family time. Yeah. Oh, I
I
think
think,
Jack was there. I think Jack was there. His boy. I think he was there.
right,
Sorry.
it went on there, and it's not in my memory. I'm sorry.
I think I remember rightly. So I think Johnny had heard that his mum weren't well. Because his mum was not well for quite a long time, weren't she? But I think she was in hospital. And if I remember rightly, Johnny wasn't really in the mood to party. And he'd been a bit quiet. And they were all getting drunk and having a good time because it's Thanksgiving and apparently that's what you do. And apparently, I can't remember what happened now though. Oh, apparently he got upstairs, she went up after him, and they got into an argument
So,
or
hang
something.
on. What did you say? What did you say about his mother?
She went well. She was in hospital. She had cancer. She'd
Right,
been
right, yeah,
diagnosed with
yeah, yeah,
cancer.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
She was really ill, wasn't she?
Mm.
Yeah,
So he was a bit quiet because he was a bit upset about his mum, I think.
yeah.
So well, everyone else was having a good time. I can't remember what she accused him of doing that. Oh, wasn't it? He threw bottles of wine at her or something again. Was that
But
that time?
there's so many bottles flying around
I
all over the place.
know. I know.
There's never any
I lose
pictures.
track. But anyway, so all these people in the apartment or penthouse or whatever, and no one saw an argument, heard an argument.
No,
Right, okay. It
and
did
all
happen.
the all the penthouses connect by a door, don't they?
Well, I think two of them do.
Two of them do.
Yeah,
So even if they were meeting up with their friends in the main one,
yeah.
they used as their main home because they
Mm.
couldn't use the others because their friends were living in them.
And one's for
Uh,
a wardrobe, yeah.
and one was a wardrobe. So even if they were meeting in that one and
Mm.
Johnny went off to the other one for a bit of peace and
Yeah,
quiet, that would have only just been a door.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you would
yeah.
have still heard
It was.
things.
I think it was. I think they could go up the stairs through like a corridor and into the next apartment. And I think they used the next apartment as a bed. I don't know anymore. I get confused.
It's
I get
it's it's
confused.
difficult to keep up with it all, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm.
Well, she in December, she alleges in the court.
Yeah.
Um, she alleges that she was assaulted by JD in that
In
December.
December, where were they? Where were they then?
That was in the Bahamas, I think.
Oh, on
Christmas.
his island. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I remember this. I remember this. So apparently he was chasing her, and she was trying to get away, and she was throwing things at him, and he said something about that she'd thrown a bottle of paint thinners at him and hit him in the head. Or something, I think it was.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He'd gone off
yeah,
and he was doing some painting, and she came along and picked up one of the
yeah,
paint pots and threw it at him because he was painting
yeah,
and not paying any attention to her.
yeah. But she said she only threw things at him because he was chasing her.
Yeah.
I remember that rightly. But there
yeah.
wasn't there a witness to what went on there, weren't there? I'm
There
pretty sure
was.
there's a witness to it. Yeah.
It was a lady, estate agent, estate manager,
Estate manager, the island manager, that's right.
the island manager, and I think one of the caretakers or groundsmen or something.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about
I
that
don't
one. I just remember the
know.
island manager.
But it was the island manager, definitely, because she
Yeah.
saw that. And she
Yeah.
made a statement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Something about it. She kept yelling abuse at him, and every time he stepped away, she got closer and he'd try and get her to calm down, and she calmed down. And as soon as she calmed down, she was yelling more abuse at him and getting violent. I remember that.
yeah, yeah.
What she called him washed up, fat, has
Washed
been,
up.
and will never work again, or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Mm.
mm, but there's
Mm.
photographs of her. Apparently, he'd broken her ribs and split her lip, and
Oh yeah, this was in this so-called fight that they'd had. Yeah.
yeah, but and he dragged her hair and he blacked her face and
Yeah.
broke her ribs.
Oh,
And,
that's right. And the thing is, she'd invited a photographer to the island while they were supposed to be spending Christmas with his son to take
yeah,
some
and
photos. And the
takes a photo.
photographer took the photos, and
Yeah,
not a mark
yeah,
on her.
not a
Not a
mark.
mark
And
on her.
she's prancing through the waves. There's no bruises on her
Yeah.
ribs.
Yeah, and she was also, was there a picture of her and Johnny and Jack on one of them big rubber tubes
Yeah,
things? Yeah.
them things don't half bounce.
Oh, they bounce all over the place. That bloody hurt if you got a broken rib, wouldn't it?
Well, the last time I broke your rib, girl, you couldn't move for at
I
least three
couldn't move.
weeks.
No, no, it was more than that. More than that.
Oh, I did say at least. I did say at
Mm.
least. I do try not to make,
so
on you because
again, so again, she's lied because she can't have been doing all that stuff after he'd beaten her up and broken ribs.
well, there's some fella on Twitter.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him for a while
yeah,
because my phone keeps getting taken off me.
I know.
But there's some fella on Twitter that says, um, "Have you seen these pictures? Broken ribs,
Yeah,
split lip, black eye, blah blah blah." And
yeah,
she said, "Have you heard of makeup?"
right, yeah,
So apparently, while she was doing this filming and photography, she
yeah.
had makeup on.
But she splashed her only water. Makeup don't stay only water.
No, it does. You've got waterproof makeup. There's waterproof makeup.
Yeah, yeah, we're not. Yeah, okay.
The kicker
Yeah,
is, yeah,
yeah.
the photographer stated that there was no makeup.
so she lied.
She did.
Okay,
Again. Again.
okay, again. Hmm.
So
Sounds
the
a
only
bit bizarre.
photographs that she has got are not true
Hmm.
for her.
Yeah.
They've
Well,
been debunked.
they proves that she's a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but let's move on to like further down the relationship because I know they ended up getting divorced, didn't they?
Yeah.
But
Not
wasn't there
within 8.
something about? Yeah, they were only married just over a year, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was
But
April, I think you're on about. Are you on about
yeah,
the time that he found out he lost 600 million
yeah, and it was her
dollars?
birthday party, weren't it?
And
She
it
was a
was
bit
over.
late for his birthday, a bit late for the birthday party,
Yeah.
and she got angry.
But he did
And it
message
just,
her, he did text her.
yeah. She knew where he was going and it was going to be late. So she got angry because he was late for the birthday party. He weren't in the mood to party. He just lost all his money. So he went up to bed. Yeah,
Well,
and according to him, she came up there while he's sitting there reading his book and started punching him. All he's doing
well,
is sitting there in bed reading his book.
Yeah, he says there was a fight and he leaves the apartment.
Yeah, but according to her, he hit her again. He was bashing her about the room or something, weren't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But what happened the next morning?
Well, she claims that he physically abused her after the
Yeah,
party,
yeah,
and he accuses her of physically abusing him
yeah,
after the party.
yeah,
This is later on, not at this time.
yeah,
This is in a couple of years later when they're doing their
yeah,
court things.
yeah,
He accuses her,
yeah,
uh, Ms. Heard, not my wife, Ms. Heard,
yeah, yeah,
punched me repeatedly in the face as I lay on the bed reading
yeah,
after the party,
yeah.
leaving me with an egg-shaped swelling under my eye.
Right.
And there's a photograph.
Oh, is there?
There is.
But there's no photographs of the injuries that he apparently gave her.
No, but there
No,
is a picture of the bed.
that's a different time, though, isn't it? Yeah, that's a different time.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
was a
yeah.
broken bed and the hair being pulled out, and the
Yeah,
hair
but
looks like it's come out of a hairbrush
there's also one of those little knives, little
on the
penknives
bed.
you
Yeah,
put on the bed. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I remember that all these photos. It's like, well, that don't prove anything. There's no injuries. Where's your injuries, madam? Where's your injuries? He's got photos of injuries. She's got nothing. A couple of scratches on her arm. But if I remember rightly, after the party, he's gone home. He's gone to a hotel or something, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And then the next morning, the maid comes in.
Ah, no, 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 no. You missed a bit.
Yeah, that's the next one. What?
No, no, you missed a bit.
Have I?
She throws his phone
Oh, out the window.
and the wallet, which is
Yeah,
it's a phone and wallet, isn't it?
yeah.
Off the penthouse balcony. And the
Mm,
security guards tried to find it the next day.
yeah, yeah.
But they did find it, but they had to
Right.
pay the person who found it.
Yeah, wasn't it a bum, a tramp? Wasn't it a tramp or something, a
Yeah,
homeless guy? And they paid him with
homeless
food
guy.
and
Yeah,
money.
to get the phone
And a pair of
and
shoes, I
money.
think it was, wasn't it?
Yes, because Johnny's like that. This bloke needs a
Yeah, he's a
pair of
nice
shoes and he
guy.
needs feeding and he
Yeah,
needs a couple of quid to keep him going.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
No,
I'd
no.
have gone to a hotel room. I'd have got on my
Yeah,
plane and flew halfway around the world.
yeah,
But no, he's still hanging on it. He's hanging on by a thread, but he's still hanging
yeah.
on. He's hoping. He's hoping.
Yeah, he's hoping that she'll sort herself out.
Well, that was on the 21st of April.
Yeah,
On the 22nd of April,
yeah,
Johnny is informed by the housekeeper that
yeah.
there is feces in his bed,
Lump of shit.
a lump of shit in his bed.
Lump of shit. Yeah.
Amanda claims it was left by one of their dogs.
Right,
Did I
okay.
tell you what breed their dog was when I told you
No,
about Australia? You
no.
know those little fucking yappy little Yorkshire Terrier things?
Little teacup ones, yeah?
Just the small
Tiny,
ones, yeah.
tiny ones. Yeah, the
Not
tiny
the
ones, yeah.
normal sized ones, which are small
Yeah,
enough, but the
yeah,
teacup. Yeah, they're
yeah,
them.
yeah. Okay.
Those
So it was
ones.
so it's only a little bit of shit then.
Well, the housekeeper, Hilda, the one who's been with them 20 odd years,
Yeah, whatever,
said it
however
was
long.
a large quantity, unlike the feces produced by dogs. Because she would have been clearing up the feces left by the dog, wouldn't she?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So she would know the difference.
yeah. So was it a human size shit?
Well, Johnny concludes that it's not possible that the small dog created the feces and that it was purposely left by Amanda or one of
Mm,
her friends. And
right.
he thinks it might have been Io.
Io wasn't there though, was he? I
But
thought Io was someone else.
that's who he thinks it might be because he's
Okay.
put in the transcript in the UK
Yeah.
trial that it might
You
have been
thought.
Io
Okay.
Tillett-Wright.
Yeah. Because Io's her mate. Io's her mate, and he's
Yeah.
a bit of a twat. Bit of a twat.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't
Yeah.
living there with the other mates.
No. He was at
So
one point though. I remember he was at one point.
was he? Was he actually living
Yeah.
there? Because he was
Yeah. He
mates with both
was.
of them, wasn't
He
he?
was. He was living there at one point, and then they got into an argument. I remember now. They got into an argument, and Johnny kicked him to the street because he'd done some sort of photo, like exhibition thing, and took a photo of Lily, Johnny's daughter, and made out that she was gay. And she said, "I ain't gay," and he didn't have permission off Johnny or Vanessa or Lily to publicise the photos. So Johnny went ballistic. Get out of my house. Don't come back. I don't want you anywhere near me.
Well, what's the age of consent in America?
18 or 21? I don't know. I think she was only 15 at the time.
Ah, right then.
Uh,
So you'd need parental signature for that sort of
yeah,
thing, wouldn't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So,
Understandable, that.
yeah.
I wouldn't want anyone taking advantage of
So,
my daughter.
so obviously Johnny had a bit of an issue with Io anyway. So so
You could see
it's
where he
possible.
thought it might be
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Her
But
or
then,
him?
well, then later on, Amber says it was just a prank.
Right. Okay. So it wasn't It wasn't the Yorkshires after all.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
So, on the 22nd, which was the same day,
Yeah.
Johnny Depp decides to end the relationship and left Amanda permanently. Yes.
Oh, great.
But Amanda stays living in the penthouses.
Why? There is a
And
house.
Johnny lives in one of his other houses.
Okay.
But the friends don't leave either.
Right. But they're paying rent at this point, yeah?
No, 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 still not paying rent.
Okay. God, he's a muck. Carry on.
So, on the 20th of May, so a month later,
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's mum passes away.
Oh,
And they got close
that's
by now.
sad.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah. That's sad.
So he was rather upset.
Yeah.
On the 21st, the day after,
The
he
day
goes
after,
to
yeah.
headhunters to retrieve his personal possessions,
Yeah, yeah.
photographs and that sort of thing.
Some clothes and stuff, probably, because I think he didn't leave with a whole load of stuff, did he?
No, he just walked out, didn't he?
And didn't he go there also to tell her, see, I've had enough. I'm not coming back. It's over. We're getting a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not been there for a month, so
Hang on.
he's
Stop a minute. Stop a minute.
what have I forgot? What have I forgot?
No, you haven't forgotten anything apart from you're eating another sweet and you didn't offer me one. I thought you only had one hidden.
I bit it in half.
Mm-hmm.
Same sweet, but
Yeah.
only half.
Okay. Don't believe
I'm
you,
not
but
saying
carry
sorry
on.
because you shouldn't be watching me, and you had your ciggies stashed, and I had to go and break somebody's arm to get ciggies before.
You enjoyed it.
I'm not saying yes, and I'm not saying no. Anyway, goes to the penthouse to receive personal possessions. He has not been there for a whole month,
Right.
and they argue.
Again?
Yeah,
What did they argue over
well,
this time?
well, don't know, but apparently, uh, he throws a phone at her. He
All
swings his
right.
arm like a baseball player.
Does he even play baseball?
I don't think so.
Plays guitar. I don't think, I
Plays
don't think I've
guitar.
ever, I don't think I've ever heard of him playing baseball, but carry on.
So, well, he throws his phone at her
Yeah.
and storms out, swinging a big, massive bottle. One of those, what they call
Magnums, yeah, magnums.
swinging one of them and smashing
Yeah.
things and
Have
smashing
you felt the
tables.
weight? Have you felt the weight of a magnum ball? You ain't swinging that very far. They're bloody heavy,
Well,
them things are.
apparently he can lift it up. You know those breakfast bars? They're not the
Yeah.
same size as a normal top, are they? They're taller.
No, they're quite high. They're sort of up to my boobs.
Well, you're only a short ass anyway, but
Yeah, but
a normal table's up to your boobs. You wouldn't be able to see above a breakfast bar.
whatever.
We'd see your hair and maybe your eyes,
Mhm.
possibly. Anyway,
Carry on.
he can swing one of those that high
Oh, okay.
because the fruit bowl went everywhere.
Oh, did it? Apples and
Yeah,
pears. Apples and pears.
yeah. And he smashed the glasses, and he smashed
Yeah.
the picture frame, and he spilt wine everywhere. And he
Oh,
stormed off.
I think I remember there was also a candelabra smashed or something, wasn't there? On
Yeah,
because that's where you keep candelabras on breakfast bars, apparently.
yeah,
I thought you
yeah.
kept
Well,
food on breakfast bars, but carry on.
well, that's where the fruit comes in. Anyway, he's walking down the corridor. He's not walking, he's staggering. And he's smashing this magnum bottle into the walls and into the
Yeah.
doors, all the way to
Yeah.
the elevator. That's a
Right.
lift.
Okay. Yeah.
You, it's
Yeah.
a lift.
Yeah.
And Amanda
Yeah.
accuses him of being violent, including hitting
Yeah.
her and badly bruising her face during this meeting
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because he threw the phone. Yeah.
as he threw the phone.
Do you know? Yeah.
Go on.
And what does Johnny say has happened?
He says he had an argument.
Yeah.
As he walked
Don't deny
away,
that.
he tossed the phone over his shoulder.
Okay.
You know, not throwing it, not launching it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
just like, yeah, have that,
Yeah.
you know, onto the couch.
Yeah.
She starts shouting, "Stop hitting me, stop hitting me, stop hitting me."
Yeah.
And the person who she's on the phone to, which just happens to be Io Tillett Wright, is in
Right.
New York.
Yeah.
So he phones, I'm led to believe, and I understand, he phones the police
Right.
to report violence.
Okay.
Now, there's a time difference. And
Yeah.
we go back to this different time zones, different states, different rules
Yeah.
and regulations.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Weirdos over there. Yeah.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? So,
Mm.
but there was another call off an unknown woman,
Okay.
and they didn't sound very uh, agitated, upset.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah. No.
if
If someone was beating up my mate, I'd be going, "Oh, get here now, get here. She's hurting. She's getting hurt. Come on, quick,
yeah,
come here."
no,
Yeah.
none of that, none of that.
All right.
Just I need the police. My friend's being assaulted. Who's your friend? Um, um, Amanda Heard. Who's
Okay.
assaulting? Well, the boyfriend or uh, a husband. You need to
So
get here
basically,
now.
but basically, so like, she didn't actually know what was going on. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, well, that's what it sounds like because there's actually that phone call was recorded.
Oh right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that call went through first because it was LA. This is my
Right.
opinion.
Yeah.
There's lots of little stories around this, but
Yeah.
this is my opinion.
Yeah.
That call went through first because it was
Mm.
in the same time zone in the same
Yeah.
state.
Yeah.
So those police officers turned up,
Right.
and there couldn't have been anything wrong because they just left a card.
Oh. Okay.
But if you were a police officer and you walked through a building, a house, and everything
Yeah.
was all over the floor and
Smashed up
smashed
and
up
yeah,
and
and wine
wine
bottles
everywhere,
and and
you'd be
marks all over
wanting
because
to
she'd been
arrest the
beaten up.
person. You
Yeah.
would be wanting to know where the person was so that you could go and
Yeah.
arrest them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Amanda didn't want him arresting.
Right. But hang on, it doesn't matter if the victim wants them arresting. If there's proof of a crime, they can arrest them anyway, can't they?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So there couldn't have been any evidence of any crime.
No.
Or else the police would
Oh,
have. And even though she's heard
yeah.
on the state records that she's married to Mr. Depp.
Oh.
So if
Ooh.
the police get on their computers and Google Amanda Heard, it's going to
Yeah.
say spouse Christopher
Yeah.
John.
Oh.
So that to me, that means there wasn't a crime scene.
Exactly. And didn't the cops, you know, when they went to the court in London, didn't they actually say in a testament that they didn't see anything? That they didn't see any marks on her, they didn't see any sign of anything happened. And that's like you said, that's the only reason that's why they only gave her a card
Yeah,
and said, if you want to report it, contact us.
yeah. But
Yeah.
judge said they hadn't written any notes. Well, they wouldn't have written any notes
Because there was
because there
nothing
wasn't
to note
anything to
down.
make notes about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because of that, they weren't plausible. Police officers were telling lies.
And one of them is a specialist in that subject. Is that right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Specialists in people that beat up their other halves. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So she knows what she's looking at, don't she?
yeah.
And she didn't see
And, and
anything.
and you can't say it was because he was a bloke. He didn't see anything because she's a she, and she's
Yeah,
a trained she, and she's a
yeah.
trained she officer.
Aye, like these ones that look after us in here, sort
Yeah.
of.
Well, if they're trained, I think they just drag them in off the streets nowadays.
Well, they're trained to be a
Well,
fucking pain in the arse.
they're all a pushover in here.
Mm. Anyway, so, but then a second lot of cops arrived, didn't they? And they had cameras on them, these like newfangled things, so they could film the scene. What was that, about an hour later or something, weren't it?
I think so. Was it about? No, I don't think it was that late.
Well, it was a while later. It was a while later. But they're the ones, because of that first phone call that didn't get through in time, the one from New York.
That's
They
right.
turned up. And then that Amanda's mate, her boyfriend or husband, I don't know what it was,
I don't think
wouldn't let him in the door.
he was.
Yeah, I think it was just, I don't know what it was. A
No,
useless piece of what?
no, no.
What? Well, he
Don't be
wouldn't let him in
calling
the
it.
door, would he?
No, but if police were knocking on your door, You know they're going to come
Yeah,
in. You just
yeah,
open the door to them.
yeah. Because you've just reported a crime. They're just checking up, and he's like, well, I'll go and get the card. Well, no, no, we need to come in. Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. Goes to close the door on them. No, we need to come in, and pushes the door out of the way. And then they get in there, and on camera, remember all them things that she said had been broken? The candelabra, the wine bottle,
The fruit bowl.
the fruit bowl. They're all sitting there on that breakfast bar. None of it's broken. There's even a bottle of wine and 3 glasses, I think, or 2 glasses.
So the amount of time that went between the first officers and the second officers must have been long enough for them to clean everything up.
And fix it all, or buy new stuff.
Glue it all. Well, Amazon's good, apparently.
Yeah, next day delivery, not same day. Well, it does some days do same day delivery, but not same hour delivery.
No, is it not that good yet? No.
No, it's shame they don't
Um,
deliver here, isn't it?
I know I'd be ordering ciggies because you keep stashing yours and not sharing them.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. I'm not giving you one.
You are.
I'm not.
You are.
Ow! Oh, all right. Let go of me. Let go of my arm. You can have one.
I told you you were giving me one.
Have one. There you go.
Good.
Only one.
Well, I've got to have one for later, haven't I? The shop will be open tomorrow.
Yeah, you can give some back then.
I might if you don't give me any jip.
Mm,
And if you don't
right.
snore tonight.
As long as you don't put that pillow over my head again.
Well, that was to try and stop you from snoring.
Can't help it. Right, anyway, where was we up to?
We was up to that delivery company not delivering within the hour,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
was all on the cameras. And did they use the cameras when they were coming into the
Yes,
apartment?
they did. Yeah, because that's right. It's supposedly smashed stuff up there and put dents in walls and wiring up the walls, and there wasn't anything. There wasn't. I mean, it looked like there might have been an old stain from ages ago, but it almost looked like a shadow. Certainly wasn't red. It wasn't a fresh stain. It almost, when someone hasn't cleaned up a stain properly, and it goes grey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. But
Oh.
it's when it's been walked on several times after the stain. That's what it looked like. It
But
didn't
there
look
was no
like a new
fresh
fresh
stuff.
stain.
There was no fresh
No,
stuff.
but
Dribbles on the
saying
wall or
that, but saying that, the bloke down the road, not down the road, down the corridor, Johnny's mate, had said that he'd come back, and I think it was around about the time the second lot of police deaths left, if I remember rightly, or it might have been just before, I don't know. But he'd seen wine on the floor, but it was in puddles. Now, if it had happened, because there's quite a wide span between when Johnny had left the apartment and second lot of police had arrived, wasn't there?
yeah, because he left um,
He'd left long
be-
before the first lot had arrived, hadn't
before the
he?
first lot.
In fact, didn't they say to the police when the ones with the cameras that he'd been gone for about 2 hours?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. So if the wine had been spilled while he was still there, it wouldn't be in puddles anymore, would it?
No, no. It would have soaked in, and it would have been bigger. It would have soaked and
Yeah,
bled. They're like kind of
Yeah,
bled into the carpet.
yeah. So it looks to me like someone might have spilt that wine after he left that his mate had seen.
So that Amanda one and her friends were either not expecting the first ones,
Yeah,
so they had to spill the wine because they were expecting the second ones. But they can't have been expecting the second ones because they thought the first ones, because they were just so relaxed and they
yeah.
were.
But that's what I'm thinking. Did they pour the wine after the second one's a bit? No, I don't know though. Or was what he saw? Because to me, because I remember seeing the grey shadow and thinking, well, it looks a very similar shape to the wine they took a photo of. Could that
Oh,
photo be taken in advance, right?
a photo?
In advance, while he was off, that in that month that he was away, preparing to set him up, and then at some
Oh,
point during the evening they poured some more wine to try and for the cops to see, but then thought they weren't coming, so cleared it up. I don't
oh,
know. It don't make sense because, like I said, the neighbours said they'd seen some wine all over the place and thought it was them partying, yeah?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because he's used
But
to them making a mess. He's used to them making a mess, i.e., the previous one that I took a photo of.
ah, I wish I'd have
So,
took photos. I wouldn't be here now.
hmm, well, bloody cameras that got me here, innit? Popped
Uh,
back in security cameras. Anyway,
yeah. Anyway, no good dwelling on it. We're here now.
no.
Oh,
But then she took a photo of apparently of her face looking a bit red. But do you know what I mean? You go for a workout, you
is
look a
that
bit red,
where? Is
don't
that
you?
where the phone hit her?
Yeah, but it's like and and then it looks like makeup around her eye.
So she
Yeah,
hasn't washed the makeup up properly.
I don't know. But it's like brown
Ew.
or blue makeup round her eye, and then this big zit coming up on her face. That's all I can
Ew.
see. It's a big zit coming up on her face.
I think I saw those pictures on the
Yeah,
telly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, was it? I mean, in the newspaper. I were in the newspaper, and then
yeah. There was a news program that sort of flashed a little
oh
bit.
right,
So I think I
but
saw that telly.
but
But it
you
didn't look
remember
good.
the
A black eye, not a black eye that
no,
a
it was
phone.
no, it wasn't a black eye. Like I said, there was like little white. There was a little, I could see a zit under the skin, and then because then the next day she filed for divorce, didn't she?
Yeah, and she looked
And she
so demure in a black
no,
dress.
no, no, that's what you're on about when she yeah no the next day she filed divorce, and her lawyers tried to blackmail him. Can you remember? They wrote
Ah,
basically a
yeah,
blackmail letter saying if you give her
if
this,
you,
this, 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 and this, then
yeah,
she won't.
she won't go to court. She
No,
won't go
no.
for.
If you don't give her this, this, and this, this, and this,
She
she'll
will.
claim she'll claim that you've beat her up.
Does she actually say
And
that in that letter though?
yeah,
Oh,
basically, right. And then her parents were texting Johnny saying because he was ballistic. How dare she say I've done this? And her parents are texting Johnny saying the lawyers told her to say it, otherwise you'll kick her out of the apartments. And he's going, well, I've already told her she can stay as long as she wants. And what about her mates? Yeah, they can stay as long as they want. And I'm like, what? So, but because he wouldn't agree to paying her all this money and because she wanted loads of money, and she wanted like monthly payments of like stupid amounts to pay for her
Fifty
wine,
$50,000 a month,
something like that.
and a car,
And she wanted a car, and she wanted
and
the three penthouses, the
the
one that
rent
she lived in, the
paying,
one that was her wardrobe, and the one that her mates were living in, and the
and all
rent
the bills
paying, and
paying.
yeah, all paying, yeah. And he's like, no, you're taking the piss. No, you're not having all that. So then she went to the courts and told everyone that he was beating her up. And she turned up, like you said, she turned up at the court looking all demure with this mark on her face, just on her cheek. Nothing on her eye anymore, just this mark on her cheek. And do you know what it looked like to me?
Yeah,
You know when you've got one of them spots that just won't, it doesn't quite come to the surface, but you keep poking it and prodding at it and squeezing it and poking it, and you end up making all the skin around it go a bit sore and red and bruised almost and flaky
yeah,
because
yeah,
you've tried squeezing and nothing comes out, just a bit little, no gunk comes out.
yeah.
That's what it looked like to me, and it's exactly the same place where you can see the spot from that photo. Hmm.
Yeah.
But that was enough to get a, what they call it, a TRO, temporary restraining order.
Well,
He weren't even
it
in the
was an
country, was he?
it was an emergency ex parte request for restraining order.
Was it?
Yeah, so I think that
He
means
was,
an emergency one. So it's a
yeah,
temporary one until
yeah.
you follow up with it.
Hmm.
But she didn't follow up with it, did she?
Well, no. He wasn't even in the country at the time. She didn't need a restraining order. He was off playing with his band, weren't he?
Yeah, he was in Lisbon, Portugal.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Portugal. I know.
A lot of
Still, still,
places I'd love to go.
I'm
Got a good
staying
imagination,
here
though.
in this
Hmm.
four wobbly walls.
Well, just imagine you're in Portugal.
No, it's
Anyway,
too. Yeah.
so where
So
was we?
we was during the entirety of our relationship. He has been verbally and physically abusive to me,
Oh, is
and
that what
that's
she
what she
said?
says. Yeah,
Okay.
and they
Was that when
confirm.
she got the TRO?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. This is she they say that they sent the letter to the business attorney of Johnny,
yeah.
and the letter only pressed to agree to their financial terms, or else they would go public.
Yeah.
It didn't even say for Johnny to stay away from her. So it wasn't a restraining
Um,
order. It was literally blackmail.
yeah, it was. It was. So he's sticking with his order, yeah? He don't go anywhere near her. And her parents keep texting him saying, oh, you need to talk to her, you need to sort this out. You're so wonderful, we love you, we miss you. Oh, all this palaver. And eventually, about 3 months later, he arranges to meet up with her, or she arranges to meet up with him in a hotel, don't she?
Oh, I thought she just turned up.
I don't know. I don't know the actual ins and outs, but it was arranged that she would turn up at this hotel where he was staying because he was touring or something, or, or promoting some film. I don't know what he was doing there. And there's another recording there, isn't there?
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
hang on. Wasn't there a recording before that though? Was there a recording where she phoned him up?
And he
Yeah.
was, what did he say on them? Oh,
Well, he was saying
he
how
was,
much he loved her, and but the phone had disconnected. And she
Yeah,
didn't
so she
hear all that.
didn't hear all that, did she?
Yeah. And then she started, and then he was saying about, you're hurting my kids. What's going to happen to my kids when they think that I'm um, a violent man. And she's like, I don't care. I'm getting threatened and I'm getting this and and I'm like, it's a kids. Evil bitch, it's a kids. I mean, one thing I would never do is hurt a kid. Other things, yes, not a kid.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
But he then said, I think he said, do you really think I was abusive? And she didn't answer. And then she started going on and he's saying about her being abusive to him. And she said, what was it? Tell them, Johnny, tell the world that I, Johnny Depp, am a victim of domestic abuse. No one's going to believe you. They're going to laugh at you. I mean, I
But
don't think she had said them lines, but something like that. She said that no one was going to believe him.
yeah, but he's protecting his kids, and he said, "I don't want to go to court, but I will if you
No,
want. If you want to carry this on,
yeah,
we'll go to court."
yeah. And it's when she said she didn't care about his son that he said, fuck you then, we're going to court.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah, fuck you then, we're going to court. And he hung the phone up on her. But that happened. And then, like I said, she turned up at his hotel one day. And what did she do there? Can you remember?
Didn't she? Wasn't she in his bed,
Yeah, she was trying to get him to get into bed with her.
trying to get him to get into bed? Well, if you're scared and somebody's been beating you up, and
Yeah, because she said she was like fearing for her life, didn't she?
oh yeah, and he's thrown her against the floor, and he's smacked him. Her eyes popped out, and he's dragged her across glass, and but she
Yeah,
wants to get back into bed with him and have a hug.
yeah. And what did he say? No, you're meant to be scared of me. Why would I hug you? Why
And
would I
then he
get into bed
said,
with you? You're meant to be terrified of me.
"Are you recording this?"
I
He didn't know she was recording it.
no,
He said yes. So he went into the other room and left her, told her
yeah,
to get out.
yeah. So they went through all the divorce proceedings, and she dropped the charges. Yeah,
Yeah,
she decided she wasn't going to go through with the restraining order. Basically, she knew she weren't going to win, and
well,
they
they
made
don't
th-
usually do. They don't do um, emergency hearings on financial bases.
no. So she, like I said, they went through the divorce proceedings, and he gave her, was it 7 million? £7 million or
Yeah, she
dollars?
agreed to $7 million, I think it
Yeah.
was.
I mean, I wouldn't mind $7 million. Not that we could spend it in here, but do you know what I mean? But
I wouldn't mind that.
but they also had a agreement that no one would talk about what happened, and she
Yeah,
announced to the world that she was going to donate all of the money that she got to the divorce to charity. Do you remember?
yeah, because she didn't
Yeah,
want anything.
she didn't want anything. She didn't want anything. She's an
But she
independent
tried to
minister woman,
blackmail him. She
but
tried to
she didn't want
blackmail
anything.
him
But she didn't
with
want
all
anything.
that. But no, she blackmailed him. She wanted
Yeah,
the car. She wanted the
yeah,
penthouses.
yeah.
She wanted
But
fifty thousand dollars a month.
she didn't want anything. She was an independent woman that paid for everything herself. She didn't need his money. That's what she told everyone. Didn't need it. Didn't want anything from him. So she said she was going to donate it to charity. I think she chose two charities, wasn't it?
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
The Children's Hospital
Yeah.
and a legal non-profit thing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't remember what that one was.
I don't know. It's something to do with the Me Too movement, though, weren't it?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah.
That one's gone out my head, I
UC,
think.
no, not UCLA. That's university. ACLA. ACLA.
ACLU.
ACLU. Oh, see, I was almost right. Wrong letters. Right letters, wrong order.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway. Um. And he was like suspicious that well, no, because he had to pay the money off in instalments. That's what he'd agreed, yeah?
Yeah.
But he decided the first instalment he'd pay straight to the charities.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Get the
going to
ball
the
rolling.
charities. That's what she wanted. She wanted it to go to the charities. He wrote them a lovely message saying, this is the first instalment of a $3.5 million donation from Amber Heard. Oh, Amanda Heard, even. Amanda Heard.
Amanda Heard, yeah.
Yeah. And what happened? What happened?
She told him off and said, "Why
She
didn't you
went
send it to me
ballistic.
first?
She went ballistic.
I want the tax rebate on that."
Yeah. You're going to get a tax rebate on that. If you're going to pay it, you need to pay double the amount. You need to pay 14 million. And he's like, oh, what? So he paid the instalments to her. He paid the instalments to her after that, right?
Did they
So he
get paid
gave her
to
the
the
money.
hospital?
No,
No.
hospital didn't get any of it.
It's disgusting, that is.
Didn't get neither
I,
of the charities got any of it. There was donations made in her name by other people, but no donations made by her. So no, the hospital didn't get any of it. Right? So
yeah,
she's told the world on several occasions on national TV, I donated all of that money. I donated all of that money. 2 years later, we find out she ain't donated any of it.
that's disgusting, that is. I mean, we're all criminals in here, but we wouldn't do that.
No, no. And then, do you know what her lawyers came up with?
Go on.
She'd pledged to donate it over 10 years. Well, hang on, mate. She's been saying for the last 2 years, I donated it.
Didn't she
How's
say it
I?
on telly?
Yeah, on German TV it was. And I'm like, how can
No,
you
it wasn't.
say
It
I
wasn't. Wasn't,
donated it? Was it not
wasn't
German? What was
German.
it?
I think it was Dutch.
Oh, Dutch. Well, it sounds the same.
Well, no, they don't.
Well, they speak Deutschland in Germany, don't they?
Yeah, but they speak Dutch in Deutsch, in German, in Holland. I do know a
Holland.
bit.
In Holland.
Holland.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, so she's gone on national TV, international, whatever TV,
Well,
saying
it's
it. She'd been to the
international
papers
now.
saying it. She'd been saying it to the papers. She'd been saying it on TV. I donated all of my money. I didn't want anything. And then suddenly, when we find out she ain't donated it, it's like, oh yeah, but I haven't donated it yet, but I'm going to. I've got 10 years to pay it. Well, when did that happen? You said you donated it. Now you're saying you haven't donated, but you will donate it. I think you're talking
So,
bullshit.
so 2 years later,
Yeah,
she knew she needed the money to go to court. Because didn't she say
yeah,
she needed that money to go to court?
yeah. She hadn't been able to donate it because she'd been paying court costs, but it was 2 years after she got the last payment that he took her
Yeah.
to even started legal proceedings against her. And when she was in London, she was only a witness. So surely it would have been the people that he was suing, that scum paper, that would be
Yeah.
paying her court costs anyway, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah. Would have thought
You'd
so.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's only a witness. I mean, what does she need court costs? She's a witness. She don't need a lawyer, really, did she? But she had a team of lawyers.
Oh.
Why did she need a team of lawyers if she's just a witness?
Probably to keep her quiet.
Hmm. I don't know. Anyway. So ultimately, in London, he lost the case against her. Well, against the son, not against her,
No, it wasn't
because
against her.
no, it wasn't against her, because she was just a witness, remember? She was just the one that told all her stories about how he'd done this and how he'd done that, and no matter what evidence that Johnny came up with, which was good evidence, the judge decided she might have been telling the truth. So therefore, he had to. Well, to be fair, if the thing is, the scum
Yeah.
only had her story anyway. You
Yeah.
know, they hadn't asked Johnny's side of the story. So if they thought what she was saying was true, that would have been enough anyway for them to win the case, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It didn't matter if it was true or not, really. It just they for them to publish it, they had to have believed it was true for it not to be. I don't know. I don't know how it works. But anyway, the fact is, he lost the case. He tried to appeal it, and that's when we found out that she hadn't paid any of the money. We already thought she hadn't, but that's when we had proof that she hadn't, wasn't it? But in the appeals procedure.
Yeah, because didn't that little bit of information take more than 2 weeks to get from America to the
It
UK?
took it took forever. They were fighting for it for ages, trying to get that information, and these people weren't giving up. Well, I think the hospital gave them the information, but the other charity were like, "You ain't getting that information. It's confidential." But eventually they gave him. But I think he only had proof of the hospital not getting the donations when he appealed, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so where were we? So, but they decided in the appeals court that the verdict would stand, and he wasn't allowed to appeal again.
But the good side of this was he still didn't break his what they call it disclosure.
No,
The non-disclosure agreement.
well, whatever it was, where they weren't
Yeah.
allowed to talk about it.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
weren't allowed to talk about it. He has never spoken about it except for
apart
once
from in court.
in court, which was transcripted to the world.
Yeah,
So all the information that she said happened is now around the world, and
everyone
he wasn't
knows.
the one that
That's how
said
we
it.
know.
And
That's how
he
we know.
wasn't the one that said it. That information is now out there
Yeah,
for everyone to listen to and
yeah,
understand and believe.
yeah, yeah. So they're about to go back to court.
So what's
Well,
this
yeah.
one then?
Well, because she'd wrote an article, hadn't she? Or I think they call it an op-ed. Was that opinion piece or something like that?
Okay,
About being abused.
right.
Yeah. And he's now suing her for that.
Because she called him something,
Well,
so it's a lie, so it's liable.
yeah, it's libel. But
Right.
she says that she said she never named him in the article, but she talked about her husband.
And Tessa's a woman,
Aye,
so it can't have
she
been
is.
her.
No. But she tried to make out it wasn't about him. And the judge in America goes, well, clearly it is. So don't give me that bullshit.
And the court
And
in
then,
America said you didn't get a fair trial in
Yeah,
the UK.
no, because it wasn't it wasn't him against her, it was him against the scum, and that's a different thing. So
Yeah,
she wasn't treated as a what's it called, a counter, what
p-
was
p-
it, a
plaintiff,
defendant,
a defendant.
plaintiff, defendant. She was treated as a witness, so it wasn't the same procedure that would happen. So he was allowed to go ahead because she tried to stop it several times. Well, not being funny, but if you think it's true, why would you try and stop it?
Oh, it was her
Proving.
trying to stop it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
No,
about four
right.
times she tried to stop this going for court, but she's the one that says it's happened, so she must have all this evidence to prove it.
So if you wanted to go to court, you believe what you've said, you take it to
Yeah,
court. You don't try
yeah.
stopping it.
No, she did on about
Your
four occasions.
your fags are horrible.
Oh, I'm sorry. A bit dry. I've had them a while.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
down my knickers.
Eh,
Well, I've got to hide them somewhere, ain't I?
eh. Doesn't
Well,
mean I'm not stopping. I'm not giving it you back.
whatever. Anyway, so they're going back to court. He's suing her for $50 million, is it?
But she hasn't got that money.
No, well, she has. Remember?
No, she only got 7 million.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but she's been working since. She did some big film about a woman that swims in the sea, I think it was.
Oh, right. Did she get paid her 50 million for that? Did she?
I don't know, probably not. But anyway, so he's sued her for 50 million, but she's decided she's counter suing him for 100 million.
But he's worth that much and more.
Oh, he's worth more than that. He was the highest paid actor in Hollywood, weren't he?
He was. Does that mean
Yeah.
he's lost some things?
Oh, he's lost. Yeah, no one wants to employ him anymore because of what she said.
So it is liable because he's lost work, and you've just
Yeah,
said she's working in a big film.
yeah, yeah. And she never had big films before she met him. She was always. Do you know what? I was looking her up, right, and it says that she's always cast as a slutty teenager. This is on a, they have this official IMBD or AMMD or whatever it is, them
Yeah,
letters,
yeah, yeah,
and it
yeah.
said that she was always plays a slutty teenager.
Well, from the last picture I saw, she can't play a slutty teenager
No,
anymore.
no, she's a middle-aged woman now, isn't she?
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
looking it. She's looking as rough as
No,
I am, and I've been in here 30 years.
mm, no one can look as rough as you do.
Um, it's working
Right.
in that
Anyway,
long, does it?
yeah. So what was? So yeah. So she's suing him for what was
A
it? Oh,
100 million.
yeah, 100 million. But everything that he said against her, the judges said, well, he didn't say that. Well, that's not suable, and that's not suable, and that's not suable. But one of his lawyer mates had put some information out there about the
Yeah,
case. It was information that was like available for anyone, but he put some information out there during the London trial and just after the London trial, and that's what she's suing him for. So it's not even something he said; it's something his lawyer mate said. So how come she's suing him? I don't understand that.
because I think she thinks that he said it, but because he can't say it, he's told the lawyer to say it.
Yeah.
But the
But she can't
lawyer,
prove that.
no, no, but the lawyer, listen. You know when
Mm.
you have your lawyer in the cell with you,
Mhm.
nobody can listen, nobody can say anything. It's privileged,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So
he
she can't
can't
prove it.
say no, no,
So.
no proof at all.
Mm,
We're never ever going to find out whether he said go and tell him this,
no.
or the lawyer did it off his own back. Because
No.
did you say they were mates as well?
Yeah. But he's also his lawyer.
Well, if he's his mate, he's going to do what he can outdo to help his mate. But if he's his
Exactly.
lawyer, nobody's going to
But
know about it.
but it was his lawyer that showed us all them pictures of her dancing around on the beach. Remember? After
Oh
she got
yeah,
beaten up. Yeah. Yeah. He put it all on something called Twitter. I think it's called Twitter.
yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he got kicked off Twitter
Why?
because apparently it was breaking the rules by doing that.
What rules?
I don't know because I looked at the rules and I can't see how he broke any of the rules by doing that Twitter said he broke.
Well, it wasn't disclosing information because
No.
that's already on the court. You can
Yeah.
buy the information.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she's going around telling everyone that anyone that supports Johnny is a robot from Russia.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
And the court said
strange.
that's a load of nonsense.
Oh, that's good.
Um, and then now she's saying everyone's paid by him, and and that the lawyer
Yeah.
not only was contacting like newspapers, but he was contacting these people on Twitter. He was contacting these people on Twitter and telling them information, but she
Oh.
hasn't. I some guy called that Umbrella Man, I think it is.
And
What a
and oh,
stupid name.
and another person I remember. There's somebody called the real Laura.
Yeah, and then there's someone called that Brain fella. Brain fella.
Brian.
Oh, sorry, dyslexic.
Brian.
Brian fella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a strange
So
one.
yeah. Anyway, so but yeah, she's told the courts that his lawyer mate's been feeding them information apparently. Maybe they has, maybe he hasn't. But apparently I don't think they've been called into court to give testimony though, so I don't know how she's going to prove that.
I think she needs a bumps feeling.
I think she does. Anyway, so they're in court tomorrow,
Oh, is that our time or their time?
both times. Well, and no, we're in Australia. Um, huh, it'll be,
It'll be 12 hours behind, won't it?
yeah, something like that. No,
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 12 hours ahead.
no, not even that. We're 12 hours ahead of UK time, and then American time's all over the place. So I don't know. It might be the next day for us. We're ahead, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We could be 20 hours ahead for all I know. I don't care. Bloody Americans, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, but it starts tomorrow,
Right.
and I'm going to be keeping an eye on it. Are you going to be keeping an eye on it?
I'm gonna see Vinegar Tits and tell her we want to watch it.
Okay.
She might let us
And
have some TV time.
and I might speak to you again about it. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
If not
yeah.
to you, I'll just speak to myself. I don't care.
Well, you
I
do
like
that all
speaking.
the time.
I know. So,
That and
so,
snoring.
well, do you know what? The best conversations are the ones you have with yourself.
Better class of argument.
Aye. Right, anyway, I'm going to bed now. Please, don't put the pillow over my head. I can't breathe
Well,
when you do that.
don't snore and I won't put the pillow over your head.
Oh, sorry. That wasn't snoring. That was me exasperated.
Right.
Anyway,
You get up on the top bunk, I'll get up underneath.
right. No night.
Good
Sweet
night.
dreams.
Night. They're
And I'm
They're
gonna
doing a
go.
walk
You,
around. Quick, quick,
yeah.
quick. Get
I'm
up
gonna go.
bed. They're
I'm
doing a
gonna
walk
go and
around.
dream about Johnny Depp. I'm gonna go and dream about Johnny Depp. You can dream about that Jerry, whatever his name is.
Yeah, don't say his second name, Jerry.
No, don't like them. Don't like them. See you
Quick,
later.
screws are coming round. Good night.
Quick.